talked into doing acupuncture.
Oh, wow.
He's like, this is bullshit, and then finally, he's like, I'll try it, And fucking A, he says it worked.
People love the acupuncture.
Wow.
Right?
It's a lot of, but
have you ever tried it?
Your knee, they're putting them in the back of your neck. They're not always putting them at your knee.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah,
They're going in his fucking back.
They find different pressure points.
Yeah, but that
to
controls.
relieve the
Because I went in,
kind of like the
listen,
thigh.
I go, my lady bits hurt, and she started putting them in my neck. I go, you missed the point.
You want?
I did this, and they start sticking needles in it.
You want to say hi to everybody?
Hey, everybody, we're here on the air.
Oh, they're leaving. Where are they going?
Oh, no, you can do your stuff.
We got
What the
we
hell?
got a packed house
How long
today.
are you on the stage?
As soon as we went live, everybody ran out of here.
What the
Laura
hell?
Patton and Michael Loftus
Welcome back.
had
All right, enjoy, fellas.
they were just here. We're having a great conversation. We got Joey Petroni. Joey, come on.
Yeah,
man.
come sit, Joe.
Come hang with us. Joe, the great Joey Petroni's here. Jeff Bosey is also floating around somewhere.
Oh yeah, you know what? Leave that door open
Yeah. We want to leave the door open and see if
so we can grab people.
It would be great if some of these people do trickle in today. Man, for a Sunday, we are here at Governor's Comedy Club, across from the Green Room. Main stage is popping tonight on a Sunday. It's a really good cause. They're fundraising money. And before we get into what the cause is, let's just go through the lineup.
Yes.
Great lineup tonight, right, Joey Petroni?
Yes, great lineup. A lot of great comics out there.
We have, Michael Loftus is here from the Loftus Party, also from that show tonight. And he's also a regular on the Gutfeld show on Fox News channel. Yep. Also, we have Joey Cola, the great Joey Cola, Long Island legend, is here. Carrie Kravitz,
Yes.
one of our great comedians as well, local legend, been around for a long time in our movie Comic Sans.
Yes.
Also on the bill, I saw Tom Kelly is back there. We have Tom Kelly, of course, is he warms up the View, right? He's a warm up for the View.
Good Morning America, I believe.
Yeah, so we have two like opposite coins with Loftus and Tom Kelly. I wonder if they're gonna face off at some point with different ideologies.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Hello, yes,
We're on.
yes.
Yeah. Whenever you want, come on in.
Yeah, very cool.
Who's that?
I don't know. She remembered my name. I forgot hers.
She's hot.
Yeah, she is.
Kristen? Christy?
Yeah, I think it was Christine. Maybe. We'll see. But also I saw back there a lot of other familiar faces are here. The guy Ivory Fields was here. Laura Patton was here.
Yay, Laura. No, leave it open.
Oh, leave it open. Okay.
Yeah, because we want to grab people like you to come in.
In like a dirty way, you want to grab people?
Yes.
Like in that spot that Michael just told you?
In the thigh. Yeah, so there's a lot going on. There's Jeff
Bosey walking past like he doesn't know us.
We got Bosey doing a lot of fun stuff on the green screen today. So I also came down. Well, I don't want to derail too much yet because we're still talking about the show. So this show, there's a lot of great comics here, a lot of actual big names here, and they're all here for a cause. Peter Bales is here, of course. He is emceeing the show. I think Carrie put this whole show together, and she wanted you to be on it as well, right?
Yep. Yes.
And how come you decided not to go on stage tonight? You look sharp.
I'm
You
not
look
going
great.
to say why I'm not going on. Well, listen, I got to tell you, my material is probably not appropriate for tonight. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because that's what brings us to this. So the reason for the show tonight is a fundraiser. Oh yeah, Fat Jay is also here tonight. So is what's his face, the pirate?
Stephen Rocco Perillo.
Yeah, Stephen Rocco Perillo,
the
pirate of Penzance. He's here tonight too. So a lot of great comedians are here. And as they walk by, I'll keep saying their names. I just can't believe how many good comics are here on a Sunday.
There's a lot.
Yeah, it
Great
really
comics.
is like
Yeah.
and a true all-star lineup.
100%.
What's crazy is the reason for it. Who were they fundraising for? And it's a very sad. It's almost too sad for comedy.
Yeah, you're right. It
Yeah.
is.
It's
True.
like how could it's? I could just see them. So basically, a couple of years ago, this man, this father, this husband, for whatever reason, they haven't really said the reason, but for whatever reason, murdered his wife.
Yes.
Murdered her, and then the baby's now in the custody of the grandmother. This guy's in jail. This woman is gone. A young woman too. She looked very young. Carrie Kravitz had a picture of the mother and the daughter. Very beautiful picture. It's very sad. So it's just very hard if they talk about this at all. Like, let's just say they lead up to it. Oh, we're here for this reason.
Right.
Man killed, and now for some comedy.
Right.
How do you? Fat J.
How do you turn it?
How do you? Oh my God! So it's a very tough scenario. How would you get out of a thing like that? Like if you were the first one up.
Oh, tonight. Well, in my head before I went up, I would know that the woman who was murdered would want her friends and family to laugh, Right. I would think so. So I would think that she's probably hoping that I do good so her friends laugh, Like they went through hell.
There he is, Rocco.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Rocco?
When are we going back on tour, buddy?
Hey, we got it.
Have a seat, Rocco, because are you emceeing tonight or what?
No, I was going to.
Yeah, Bales is hosting.
But I'm really tired.
Yeah.
So, I'm just I think it might be best if Peter hosts.
So we were talking about the reason for this tonight and how sad it is.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it
Yeah, how do you overcome going out there, right?
It seems like something that's right down your alley. No, tell us about how do you handle, from a comic point of view, to go up and perform in front of this grieving family.
Well, it was a little bit of a challenge. Well, I wouldn't call it a challenge because I have a lot of material that I've accumulated over the years. I just know, don't talk about anything that might upset them. I'm sure that I talk a lot about death and stuff. So I know not do that.
Stay away. Right.
I remember one time I did a fundraiser and I didn't know what the fundraiser was for, and I did a lot of death material. I even did a bit about roadside memorials, but then I found out later that it was for someone who died in a car accident.
Oh my God. That sucks.
And I'm like, I didn't know.
Were they laughing when you were
No,
doing it?
they didn't laugh at all. Actually, that's why
I did a show once, and it was for widows, and I didn't pay attention when I got there. It was for St. Rose widows.
Anyone married here?
How many people are married here tonight?
Yeah,
they all start crying. No, because with Rocco, he's got a whole bit. It's a great bit about his card collect cards.
Right.
And you couldn't do that tonight.
Do it tonight.
Yeah,
no,
that's a good bit, man.
Couldn't do it that tonight. Didn't do the school shooting thing tonight. Didn't do any. Didn't do the roadside memorial bit.
So
didn't do any.
Knocked out about a half hour of your.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I've done 20, 25 just no death material, but then the other 20 is all death.
Yeah. Now you have that alter ego that I see.
Brent. I haven't done Brent in a while.
Maybe the Brent would be a good time for that. Hello,
Brent. Good job. You killed it out there. Who was that? No, that
was Palmer.
I know.
Yeah, she's awesome.
But Brent's a novelty when I just want to disguise myself.
Can you do a little Brent? I've never seen it.
I'm too tired for Brent. Okay. Brent's exhausting. All right. And plus,
Brent is he wears polos and he's
really?
He's kind of like your. He's kind of like your thing. How you dress.
So I used to do. I forgot what it was. The guy with the pencil protector in his pocket.
Yeah. I forget what the name was.
I can't remember. Oh, jeez. That was a long time ago. That was
But when you guys play these,
Carl Leonard.
Oh yeah. When you guys do these,
well,
these alter.
Yeah. What?
Do you feel a free, a sense of freedom? Hey, I could be this Brent guy now, and I could. Hey, I could be.
Yeah. It's this won't reflect. It's not me. It's Brent.
Yeah. So
Brent did bad, not me.
That's like when you have a ventriloquist puppet up there, you blame him for everything.
Right. Exactly. I do like the finger.
Yeah, this is cool, right?
Yeah, it's like an Ozzy Osbourne type of thing.
Exactly. That's why I always wanted to get one. Then this bartender friend of mine said, "Do you want it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course." Well, she actually had it, but it didn't really fit her, so that's why she gave it to me. It's not like she went out and bought it,
right?
Because that would have been too nice. But it doesn't really fit me that well either. But so I have this band that just kind of holds it onto my finger. But I think it kind of just looks more medical now than.
It looks like a bionic. Like a finger.
Exactly, I like it.
Does it open beer? Is it open bottles? What does it do?
It's good for Coke.
It's like a scorpion.
Yeah, it's because she's a Scorpio. She got it for herself.
Oh, okay.
But then fit.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. And I like that you're putting jewelry over the gloves now.
Yeah, but this ring, James Raniello got me this ring. So I like to perform.
Oh, wow.
Every time I perform, I try to make sure I have it on.
Yeah, God bless. Passed away a couple months ago.
Well, it was actually this past Tuesday was the 1 month anniversary.
Yeah,
It's a
God
month
bless.
already?
Yeah. Wow. Very sad. One of our own here in the local community passed away. I never got to meet him.
He was a good guy.
But,
He was actually one of my.
really good
He was a
guy.
very good friend of mine.
Yeah.
He was actually dating someone who I was friends with even longer. I don't know if you know Nicole LaMonaco.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were dating, and I kind of knew, but it was none of my business. So it's like, all right, hope you guys have fun. Then he passed away, and I'm like, oh shit, this isn't good.
How is she doing?
Good days and bad, like me, good.
Yeah,
Because like me and her had we had two very different relationships with James,
Right.
Even though they were dating for just a month, it's still, especially because you're in that honeymoon phase.
That first month is
I
always the best
know,
one. Yeah.
I know.
That's a shame. God bless him. And
That's
his
why
family.
I cut it out after the first month. I'm just like, all right, we dated for a month. This has been fun, but now it's going to get bad, and we're done. I don't want. I just want the trial. The trial.
It's always
version.
great in the beginning. It's always great in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Puppy love. That's
Yeah,
what they call
because you just want each other constantly. It's phone calls, all that stuff, and then
we make a movie.
Then they get to know the real you.
Yeah.
yeah, Gabe,
I ended before they get to know the real me.
yeah. You spend your whole first couple of months making sure they don't know the real you yet.
Well, you know what's weird? Like on my dating profiles and like my Tinder and whatnot, like I have like normal pictures, but I also have pictures, so like they know it's not like a shocker,
Right.
Like it's like, I would like to come see you perform. Okay, then they come see me. I'm just like, well, what is
So
that?
when you do a Tinder date and you swipe and she swipes right, you both swipe
Well,
right.
if
Then you have your first date is usually at the club.
no, I've learned never to do that. I will never do that again. Years ago, I tried to pull that shit off, and I guess maybe now that I'm a more established comic, it would be cool.
Right. Yeah.
Wait, actually, let me think. The last time I did a first date for a show, I did a guest spot for Stanton University.
Okay.
But it was on my birthday.
Right.
So I think I kind of had like an easy time with this audience
Right.
because of that. And those audiences are pretty easy, because they're there to see their friends who are new, and then you see a professional. It's like, oh, you do great. So I looked so cool in front of this chick. But we went on one other date after, then it was over.
Do you look for like gothic chicks?
Yes.
Yeah, because they would.
And
understand
they're
you.
hard to find.
Really?
I think there should be a website called Plenty of Fishnets. That's what I'm pitching for that, actually.
Dude, create it.
Okay, I don't know.
Because they have Christian Mingle, and then they have one for farmers. I think like
Farmers only.
Go to Marilyn Manson concerts.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
don't like concerts. I'm not a concert guy.
Rob Zombie.
The thing
I
about-
mean, I love the music. I just don't like. I don't like being in the crowds. I've never even been to a comedy show before I did comedy.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
So your
I
first
never
comedy show ever you performed?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that's something.
I don't like being in. I went to like a few wrestling events when I was young, and then I had a bad experience at one, and like I didn't want to like do it again. So
So you're saying any live event? So even a sporting event too?
yeah, I don't like sports in general.
Oh, okay.
So you don't like being in crowds?
Yeah, I don't like it.
So like the thing with gothic chicks is like
Tell us. Are you gonna ask?
I'm asking because
Okay.
I don't know them that much. Right? So like my stereotype of them is that they all are like cutters, and they're all like,
Some are. Some
they're all
are.
just like, you know what I
it's
mean?
not
Like,
that is
pissed
a horrible
off.
stereotype.
They eat Doritos.
like they're all like Demi Lovato. Yeah.
First of all, the guys cut themselves too. All right, it's not just the chicks. It's equal opportunities.
Equal
okay?
opportunity cutters.
Yes.
That's what the ring's about.
Yes. No, this thing's not sharp. But
Look sharp. I'm scared.
And
That's
with
close enough.
gothic girls and stuff like that, and being single out in the scene like this, do you come across a lot of like weird kink, like girls that want you to choke them?
Yeah,
and things?
choking. I Bosie.
Jeff Bosie, ladies and gentlemen, come on in.
We have.
Oh, there she is.
We're talking about choking women, and this gorgeous woman walks. Oh, hey.
Actually, sit on the couch because I got headsets on the
Oh,
couch.
that's what they always say to me.
That's right.
Sit on the couch.
Yeah, the
Whoa!
casting
Do
couch.
I look that hoish? Okay.
Oh, all right.
sure?
Yeah, I'll send it.
Okay.
All right.
We were just talking about goth chicks. Have any
He
input?
just
Well, I was going to ask you for advice on eyeliner.
This is
Revlon or L'Oreal?
Revlon, Color Stay.
Maybe he's
24
made it,
hour.
then maybe he's fucking nuts. That's what
That's his slogan. That's it, yeah.
Some people say, like, Steve, why don't you just get the eyeliner tattooed on you? I think Ozzy did that, right? He has the eyeliner tattooed.
I
on him.
believe so. Yeah.
I don't want that near my eye.
Well, they say people that put that tattooed makeup, like it was a big thing, like in the '90s, women would tattoo makeup on their face.
yeah.
But then they're stuck with like that style of
forever.
makeup forever. Like if
I'll
you know,
get
back in the
wings
day, if the
tattooed on
eyebrows
my-
up here were, you know.
Yeah, my grandma had it for a while. She's 94. She's really stylish. It actually, I don't know if it faded. Like I feel like old skin can't hold on to it that well. Luckily
Yeah.
for her,
So your
she had
grandma?
the orange. Yeah.
Oh, she had the just the eyebrows.
Oh yeah, and my aunt did it. So
Oh,
it's like
wow.
we all had to go, oh, it looks great. Our aunt is so talented. My family has no talent.
So your
Like
aunt
zero
tattooed
in any department. We're mediocre in every way.
Wow, so your aunt tattooed your grandmother's like eyebrows?
Yes, but it's a married aunt, so it's like she's not blood. It's like if you're
so
gonna mess up my grandma's face, make sure you're at least blood. You know? I feel like if she messed up our faces DNA wise,
Right.
we can do it to her tattoo wise.
Look at, were they crooked or they like
They were
All them.
high. They were really high, and they were very orange.
so she always looks surprised.
Is your grandmother Phyllis Diller?
Yeah.
Always surprised.
It's like from Seinfeld. You know,
Yeah,
Uncle
what?
Leo.
Calm down, Uncle Leo. Like,
Leo.
Oh, I remember that.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, yeah.
I'm fine.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy. So was she a professional tattoo artist or just did it?
Yeah, she does it for a living.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would think that you save a lot of money on makeup, right?
Well, at that point, you have to use a lot of money for
Yeah.
cover up the fake eyebrow
Well,
and then draw in the other eyebrow.
get a
These
good-
men don't know what we go through to look beautiful.
I know they don't. I know.
I know nothing about being beautiful.
So your grandma was getting face tats before it was fashionable.
She was. No, she really was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
All right, well, before we go any further, though, we have to introduce you.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
that-
who
but that would
cares?
We care. Who is
I don't care. Nobody cares.
Kristen.
Yes. Good
See?
job.
All right, but I don't recall getting your last name before. So.
Carney.
Kristen,
It's
Oh,
because
you
I'm
did say
embarrassed
that.
and I don't like to say it out loud. I work at a carnival. You know,
Yeah.
that's why I
my
said my
goodness.
family has no talent. We can run rides, but we can't do much more. You know.
But you're breaking that mold because you're out there performing and kicking ass doing stand-up.
I mean, give me a few minutes. We'll see if that's true or not.
Oh, you haven't
once I
gone
go
up
up.
yet?
No, I haven't gone up yet.
who was going? What's the order? Do you know who you're following?
I'm following a white guy, which is fine with me, you know, because it's
Following
like
a
if you
white-
follow a
what
black
is-
guy, it's like, oh, it's a white chick, you know, she can't say it.
What does that mean?
It's like if you follow a black guy, then it's like, you know, that's the thing. It's like, oh, what does she have to do comedy about? She's got everything fine, you know. She doesn't get pulled over and killed by cops.
Would you
She's
would you follow?
She's so
You know?
entitled.
Yeah.
Would you follow a goth guy?
You would also get killed by cops, so yes. Or, I mean, no, because you get more sympathy than I do.
But he enjoys the beating, you know. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
he
different.
does. Yeah.
So-
All
wonder
the
if-
chains.
Yeah.
Maybe she's going after Jay then? I'm trying to think of
I'm going
what
after
guys.
this guy who just walked by, this white guy.
Jeff.
Oh, Boshi's
Jeff?
going up tonight.
He's going up?
Oh no, he's not going up. I'm not following him. He
Yeah, I
did
was
just
gonna
walk by.
say.
I'm not
Let's
following
calm
him.
the fuck down a little bit.
Yeah. So how
That's
does,
so surprised we all
Yeah, like-
All of us like Boshi's going.
oh my God! Someone call the mayor of comedy.
No, that's awesome. So you followed a white dude, and that's a good thing.
yeah, it's a great thing. I followed an Asian chick once, and she had like deformed hands. And I was like, really? You're going to put me up after... First of all, if she's Asian, you know, you can't follow someone that's, you know, if they're in a wheel... Not that I'm saying Asian is equivalent to a wheelchair. I'm not saying that. But, you know, if you're white and you just follow anyone with something that might be considered, you know, difficult in society, it puts you in an odd spot.
But you still got the woman card, at least. You're a female. You know, than that, you know, it's
That
better than a
is
white
true.
guy
I
following
forget
another
I'm a
white guy.
That's true. I forget I'm a female, and I need to
Yeah.
take
You
advantage
forget
of
that you're a
that.
female?
We knew you
I
were
do.
right away.
I know, and that's why you put me on, because you're like,
Whoa.
she might put out.
We need two people on with makeup.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so are you saying you're already off to a bad start because you not only had a wheelchair guy start the show, but he's also black.
But she doesn't have to follow him.
He's
But they're all following him. Is kind of my point.
yeah.
Like
If
he's
you wanna
setting the
go
tone.
into, if you want to go, you know, into I don't know, law or or you know, something
Hey.
with esteem,
Yeah.
you don't want to be him. If you want to go into comedy, you want to be this guy.
Right.
People will not laugh at you.
Right. They're gonna give him no matter
Not
what.
that I'm saying he's not funny. I didn't see his act. I'm
So
sure he's
it's-
very funny.
Yeah, you're
But-
just saying it's sympathy.
But they're not gonna heckle him.
Yeah,
They're not
you're
gonna
gonna-
boo him.
Right.
But we want to. And I'm saying we because
He's also
I have this.
stumped.
Oh,
Are you
So-
kidding?
You found.
Oh
Yes,
my God!
yes, I'm kidding. This is fake.
Look how
I was
flexible
gonna
he
say you're
is.
so flexible.
So,
Because we didn't see the bottom. He just went like this. Like
You know what's hilarious to me is like, so you've got this really advanced fake leg, but you put on a really old school old man white shoe on it. Like you're like discrediting
shoe. Yeah,
the
you got
technology.
that.
Like
I'm
you should
a-
have a good
I'm
like
an old white man.
futuristic shoe. But you've got the grilling shoe on, like the
Let's see
man
the
who
shoe again,
grills.
Tony.
the grill. What?
The grill man, the guy who likes to grill.
I do. I love
My
grilling.
brother wears those
I
shoes.
love grilling.
that looks so,
That's
that
a
looks
grill
so
shoe.
weird
See,
from
you
this
know
angle.
why these
You know how
old
many
man
steaks have been cooked on there?
She's
With that
right.
shoe?
She's totally right.
when we were in high school, these were the cool shoes, and now they're not cool anymore. So that's what happened.
There is nothing
mean-
cool going on here,
No,
so
no,
that's
but
why
this
I.
was cool in,
That's so
In
funny
high
looking.
school.
In
This is what you probably wore, right?
70 years ago when you guys were in high school.
Tony,
This is why I wanted you on the casting couch. I was going to give you a stump job.
That's
I-
great.
I actually,
I'm sorry about your leg.
I did my amputee joke tonight too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you've seen me do it, right?
I have.
Yeah, I used to
have.
date.
Did
an
they lose their
amputee.
leg by your ring on your finger?
No, this is actually brand new, and a girl got me this. But besides, I used to date a amputee double from the.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're related.
Yeah.
That's easy because you don't have to spread them. You know, it's just it's already spread.
It's like a I don't know, like a Weeble. Remember Weebles?
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
Still had- wait, Tony, like how far? I don't even know how far down your leg is the. I was gonna
He's
say the
above
cut.
the knee, above the knee.
Yeah, it's
Right
above,
above
the
the
knee.
knee.
So it's it's right here.
Oh,
Was
okay.
this-
Because she still had knees. Thank
Well,
God.
Stop
right?
bragging. Stop. I mean, geez.
I mean, come on.
Well, if she didn't
she
have
could
them,
get on her knees still. I
Yes,
mean,
right,
and
exactly.
that's
Yeah.
important.
Is that the girl you got slippers for Christmas?
Yeah. And you know, she had a bunch of prosthetic legs, and they all just had the shoes on them. And like one day, she would just have the ones with the heels
Yeah.
and everything. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, now she's taller than me. Can you put on the different legs?
yeah, I have a few different
She
ones.
can be any height you want her at that point.
She was the Mr. Rogers of prosthetics.
yeah. Very good.
When my other grandmother, not the with the eyebrows, the other one, she was in a wheelchair, and I thought it was so hilarious because they put her in these socks. The brand, it's like a Walmart brand, or it's a brand in Walmart, and the socks say right on the tip, it says "no nonsense." And it's just like she can't even walk. It's like no nonsense. I just thought that was the funniest thing.
It's like adding salt to the wound.
Yeah, it's like she's no nonsense about walking. It's like she can't fucking walk.
I don't
But
mess
it's like,
around with this.
put the woman in some, I mean, as a young woman, it's hard to walk in heels. If at some point in your life you want to wear heels, the time to do it is in a wheelchair.
That's
Give
right.
her some nice shoes. Put her in
Yeah,
something.
they'll never get ruined or stuffed
No,
up.
right, right. But they had her in
They'll
these
look
like
great.
comfortable walking sneakers eventually. So she can't
Well,
walk.
that's
Why are
actually
they comfortable walking
In
sneakers?
all seriousness, that's why I do have those sneakers because they're comfortable and it makes it easier to walk.
Do you ever use a wheelchair?
No, I did before the
Well-
amputation, and I'd rather not.
What caused
again?
the amputation?
Shark.
No, you're
Are you
lying.
serious?
You're
Totally
bullshitting
lying.
me.
Totally lying.
I'm gullible
alligator.
until it actually comes to something real, and I'm
Yeah.
like, no.
Well, that's the thing. I met Sean, who went up tonight, and he's in a wheelchair, and he did that too. And he came in there. We were talking before the show. And I was like, "So, do you mind if I ask what happened?" He's like, "Yeah, I got shot." And I tell everybody shark, so immediately I thought he was joking, so I started to laugh. And it turns
Shot or shark? I mean, you got.
There you go.
You know.
Yeah, but no, so it's not shark. But I do tell everybody that.
Well, what were you born without it?
No,
What happened? It's easier if you're born without it. 'Cause
It would
that's
be
all
easier,
you
'cause then
know.
that's all he knows.
Yeah.
it was
I knew
cancer.
him back when he had two.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'm here to talk about it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
that's great. I'm so.
How
I like how
much
we
sympathy,
switched
like,
the interview.
My-
Now you're
well,
getting
like,
interviewed.
would we
You
go
gotta
on the
follow
couch?
him
Well,
on-
like, if you really feel sorry for me, would I get you on the couch?
Like sexually?
Yeah.
No, I don't think that bad for you.
Oh, all right.
My mom had cancer, beat it, and then just died randomly. So
Why am I laughing?
so like
What do
I
you
have
mean
no
died
sympathy for
randomly?
you.
Like got hit by a car? What do you
No,
mean
she just
randomly?
died in her sleep like 10
Really?
months later. Yeah.
Wow,
I
really?
think the chemo killed her heart.
I'm
I
telling
think
you,
it killed
Sorry
my
to hear
grandpa
that.
and it killed my mom.
if I had
Wow,
to do
God
it again,
bless.
God forbid I got sick again, I'd probably just say forget it. 'Cause
Yeah.
knowing what going through
That
the chemo,
looks
Yeah.
it
horrible.
kicked my ass. I have pictures where you can't even recognize me.
Yeah, well, my
you
mom-
did lose so much weight, though.
It is a great weight loss
I
plan.
mean, that was
Yeah.
about 50 pounds of leg, right?
well, yeah, in all truth, yeah.
Yeah, people ask me if I'm on chemo because I'm thin and I'm like,
You're
well,
not
I'm just,
thin, but you're not sickly looking.
I'm not. Okay, good. I put on a
No.
little weight.
So put on a little
I was
weight?
a little.
You always
yeah.
like skinny? Like
No, I went through a breakup, got really depressed. I lost like 15 pounds. So I put on I think I put 7 or 8 pounds back on. So I think I look less, skeletal.
Yeah, there
His-
you go.
I will tell you this.
Uh-oh.
Don't lose like 50 to 60 pounds because then for some odd reason, everyone comes up to you and go, that's amazing. How'd you do it? Was it a strategic diet of what, Coke?
Right.
And that's all I think.
I get
right.
I get
The
blamed.
rumors are about Bosie's weight loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I joined the gym and they think I'm a cokehead.
Sorry.
You need eyebrows tattooed. That's what.
Yeah.
That's what yeah. It's right there, orange, nice bright orange ones. Jeff Bosie, ladies and gentlemen.
Bosie's not on
Bosie
camera.
only got the whiskey.
He's not-
Bosie, I told you
There
I
you
was
go.
going to buy
He's-
whiskey,
he's
and then
drinking
you
whiskey
show
now?
up with whiskey, and you don't get me one.
Well, because
That's
you didn't give
messed
me your
up.
credit card yet. That's the reason why.
Oh,
I will
snap.
get. Let's do. Can you get some? No, not right
You
this
can't.
second.
Yeah, no, I can go right now. You can get the credit card out. Yes, I can go right now. Absolutely. What are you kidding me? What? Listen, I might not be the cokehead, but I am the alcoholic.
Okay.
Hey, Bosie, want a drink?
You need a drink? Don's buying.
No,
Jeff,
I
if I
drank
give you some money,
already.
would you get me
That's
a
why
drink?
I'm reasonably entertaining. If I didn't drink, I'd be the most boring
So-
person in the world.
Where are you from? And all
Yeah,
that
we
good
tell
stuff?
us about you. We don't.
Way upstate Utica area.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Utica.
about
That's
3.5
where,
hours, 4 hours upstate.
How-
Italian area. It's like a mini Long Island, except like not as
Are
douchey.
you Italian? Not as douchey as Long Island.
Not as douchey.
It's
We're
pretty.
close.
It is
but-
pretty douchey.
There's
here,
a
yeah.
lot of douchey
Yeah, a
here.
lot of spoilers on the back of the cars.
Yeah,
Like,
I have one in my bag.
like
Lot of
Thank you.
Guidos
Fast and
and-
Furious.
yeah,
They haven't let go yet.
You're the man.
So how did you end up? Like, are you hitting the city and all that? Like, how did you end up in?
I lived
here?
in LA for a long time.
Really?
And then I moved back. I've always wanted to be in New York,
Okay.
but I'm a procrastinator. I was there for 10 years. And it
Wow.
was just like every year I was like, I want to go to New York. I want to get. Finally, actually, what it was that sent me over the edge was that there was one day I had no air conditioning in my apartment and it was like 105.
Oh,
it
that
was
would
like
make me
August.
nuts.
LA, and I went to Lowe's and I was trying to get a fan, and it was like a fight to the death to get a fan. And I just was like, I'm done. Like, I'm trying to get fans and stand up and in Lowe's. I can't fight for both. So I called my dad and I was like, I'm done. And about 3 days later, he flew out, picked me up, and we drove back.
That's a long drive. That's like 5 days.
5 days, yeah.
Wow.
And it's 10 days if you consider my dad's jokes.
It felt like 10
extends
days.
it pretty, yeah.
You should
so.
put this in your act, sweetheart.
Yeah. So, but I'm glad to be back because I'm such an East Coaster comparatively to LA, because I'm like an undercover slut. Like in LA, you have to be like, no, I'm just kidding. No,
I don't know what that means.
I
but
don't know.
I don't know.
Slut.
No
I
idea.
just heard slut.
Like
and
I don't know. You got to flirt with the guys and the whole casting couch stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Not
Well,
my thing,
Right.
All right.
Except that couch.
Yeah, there you go.
You know.
Joey's
Undercover slut. I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
we're
too.
gonna-
That's a great
I am
title
a
for
little
something.
bit
You
of
should
an
make that your
undercover-
album.
Yeah.
The
really should.
Yeah, Undercover Slut.
Yeah.
That's a great title.
Everyone will
I'm
buy
actually
it.
going to Google
Yeah.
it when I
They
get
buy
home.
it before they.
It's not a bad
It
name.
probably exists
You're right.
somewhere.
But then I'll be overcover after
Search
they read
that
the
one.
album cover.
That's
Like,
going in my Pornhub search tonight. Undercover slut.
Undercover Slut. No, I think that's a good album cover. And then, just on the title alone, and then people
I don't
then
think you'd
discover.
be able to
Yeah.
call it that though. Oh Jesus Christ! Jim.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I have to pee really bad.
All right.
And it's going to be a 5-minute pee. So
Yeah,
Will you
it's
come back after and tell us how it went?
Absolutely,
That'd be great.
Yeah. I'll be
You
crying.
rock.
Look for the
No, you
makeup
won't.
like his only smudged.
Crying from
Only
laughter.
yeah.
I'm telling you, get the Revlon cover stay.
Thank you for
All right.
having me and all
Have
that.
a great set out there.
Now we can go back to talking about goth chicks. Yeah, some of them do like getting choked, and
Kristen Carney, ladies.
all
and
right,
gentlemen.
calm the fuck
Kristen
down.
Carney. Kristen Carney. Everybody look her up. She's the undercover slut. And
She's going to sue me in a couple of years when I write a book called Undercover Slut.
yeah, there you go. Hey,
Anyway.
You never know what's going to explode here. But we are talking now. We're going to get back. Joey, have you ever dated a goth chick in your life?
Yes, I did. Yes. I did, yes.
And what's that like?
Well,
because they don't take my word for it.
I was young enough.
No, we're going to go to you. I just want your expertise.
Oh, okay.
So I want to hear, because I would think you're the most expert goth dating girl.
I don't mean to brag.
In the room.
Well,
I'm only a journeyman goth fucker.
My experience can't be all goth are the same, okay? Because this goth chick in particular was like a cardboard box. She was just like it was almost like she was fake. Like she had no life in her at all.
Wow.
And I was young enough where I had to sneak her into my bedroom window on the garage roof. So it was like I don't know 17 maybe, and she's probably.
It was
30.
actually a Morticia Adams statue.
She's like 30 years old.
She was 30 years old, sneaking in through your bedroom window.
My bedroom window.
And you're 17.
And my dad used to high five me. My mom didn't know. My mom didn't know, but my dad would high five me.
When you're banging this goth chick, do they make a lot of noise, or do they just kind of?
The one I had didn't make any noise.
Yeah,
I didn't even know she was alive.
Yeah, I don't think
she was. She was very pale. Oh, she's dead.
Yeah.
Everything was yes, Joey. Yes, Joey. You having a good time? Yes, Joey. You want to watch? You want to watch David Letterman? Yes, Joey.
That sounds creepy.
You want to climb through my bedroom window? Yes, Joey. Where's the
Were you
ladder?
fucking Jay London? Yes, sir. Let me move over here.
How did you meet her?
You'll never see me again.
Probably it's Spit over here. Spit Rocks.
Oh, Spit. Yeah. The legendary
right
Spit
up.
club, the rock club.
I think they used to have teen. I think I was teen night, and she was in teen night or something. I don't even know. I probably snuck into Spit. I was young. I was 17. And she's the reason why there was a ladder on the side of the house.
I always get nervous with a goth chick, like in my stereotypes.
Like she might jump and hang herself. Is that why you're
Yeah, that they're gonna like. Yeah,
she might jump.
I did.
That's emo chicks. Very different.
I dated her for about 3 months, and she never used the front door. She always came up.
30 years old,
bedroom window.
Gotta climb the tree to get in this guy's house.
Yep.
To get laid by this 17-year-old stud.
What's worse is she used to hide in the closet. When my mom would come up and check on us.
So this is it's true. You really are an undercover slut.
Yeah, you really truly were the undercover slut.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like I always worry about if I'm with a goth chick like she's gonna want to like hot candle wax on my balls or something.
Not all of them are that crazy.
Or they want to drink my blood or some shit.
All right, let me ask Steven one question. Steven, you would know if the goth guys, are they messed up? Are they fucked up? Because
yes.
That was because what happened was this.
Well, this one is.
This goth girl is very pretty.
Okay.
Very, very pretty. And I was in competition with goth guys. In other words, they wanted to kill me. Like who's this guy? So I did have a fear of the goth guy back when I was 17. The goth guys that were in their 20s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're a little. They have a lot of I don't know what you would call it. Insecurity, so they'll like act out and stuff. Right. But like I'm at the point like I'm gonna be 36, so I'm almost like goth daddy now.
Yeah. OG
big daddy goth over here.
OGG. Old goth daddy.
But through the years, since Marilyn Manson was like the king of goth, you could
yeah.
But I always felt like they were kind of ambiguous. Like they had like an ambiguity. Is that the right word? Where you don't know if they. Which way they go, like they they'd fuck anything.
Oh,
well, that's like me.
And there's a certain freedom to that. It's like, hey, I will fuck you no matter what, if you're a guy or girl, whatever, he, she, they, and I'll drink your blood.
The chances when they go out of meeting somebody are pretty much 100%.
Yeah, but I will say I've been in more relationships with non-goth girls than goth girls, So I don't know what it is.
I do remember.
I've actually probably dated more black chicks than goth girls.
They understand you more.
Yeah.
I had three.
My soul is black.
Do they ever steal your makeup? Because I had 3 sisters growing up.
That was the one thing that. But I actually stole my girlfriend's makeup once because I had a show and I was at her house and they called me in. It was here actually. They called me here, but I didn't have my eyeliner, so I took hers.
Oh wow!
And I used the last of it, and she got so mad at me.
Really?
It was like really expensive shit.
Wow!
And she actually made me go to Ulta, Ulta Beauty Supply. She made me go there by myself and buy it. That's something like an Ulta salesman has never experienced. How can I help you today, sir?
Yeah, I need some eyeliner.
So goth guys get into fights with girls over makeup. That's what happened to you, right?
Yeah, yes, exactly.
What's the weirdest thing you've experienced with a goth girl?
She liked being tied up.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Maybe you should start wearing a trench coat. You should go as me for Halloween this year.
But is that
actually, you know what's funny? Like, a lot of people have dresses.
I was going to say, I know it's been done before.
Yes,
yeah.
it has.
But is that the thing with, like, for you? Do you like tying them up?
No, I'll do whatever they want to do. I don't think I really have a choice. you know? Like,
in today's world, it's not crazy no more. It's just like, all right,
know.
Like, let's get pancakes and tie me up, and then let's go to Tri-County Flea Market, right?
Pancakes and paddling.
Let's go to the beach, and then we get home. We can use bungee cords, and then
get the swing out.
Before we go home, let's stop at Home Depot.
Right. It's normal. It's normal.
It did get normalized a lot. I think that's because of the easy access to porn. And
oh yeah,
kids today, man. When I was young, we had to like fucking search it out.
Yes.
And ask somebody to get it for
the cable box.
It.
Yeah,
the
two
cable
buttons,
box,
right?
Yeah.
You had the porn in the woods.
Yeah, you find the porn in the woods, like some other guys.
The magazines.
It's disgusting.
It's like hidden treasure.
Yeah.
But when you were a kid,
But
we found some booty.
in today's world, it's boring.
Literally.
It's so accessible in today's world that it's boring. You know, like
I actually agree with that.
They'd rather watch SpongeBob.
But think about it. Young kids, like 10, 11, 12-year-old kids, are finding the most hardcore shit that, like, I didn't expose to until I was, like, in my fucking teens.
Right.
It's really like I actually went back and watched some. Thank you, sir. I watched some vintage porn. That's a category. It's like old school porn where, there's like a
hair under the arms.
No, not hair under the arms, but there's a little bit of a film grain to it. Like it was like originally from a VHS tape.
Right.
It builds character a little bit.
I kind of like when the VHS tape gets eaten up in the machine, and then when you watch it again, it's like,
has character to it.
Yeah, here comes the good part. Oh, it's all chewed up, man.
I know. As a videographer, there's so many videos I make when they want it to look like VHS, where I'm like, isn't this defeat the purpose of like technology?
Well, I think the most fun part about porn as a child looking at it is not getting caught.
Wait.
Finding it.
Thank God there was a word in between child and porn.
No, I'm saying when you're
the great thing about okay.
When you're a kid, like the most fun is trying to not get caught. And today it's so accessible. It's boring. You know.
It is. There's no thrill.
There's no thrill.
Yeah.
I just have a problem like wanting to get caught. So
he's asking for it.
I ask as many things as I can, just as long as I have something. But how is everybody? Nice to be back here.
It's nice to have you here, Jeff.
I love the fact that it's the unofficial Sunday Green Room show, and we're all here with Tony Walker, Don Sill, Joey Petroni, the creepy guy with the ring.
I'll kill you and everyone you've ever loved.
Oh, please do. I'll have to pay less than an alimony. So,
have you, Jeff, since you've been floating around, have you seen any of the acts up there yet tonight?
Yes, I did.
Did you see me up there?
Yes, I did actually watch you up there, and
the guy will chatty when I did that 2 notifications joke. I don't know if you ever heard me do this joke. I was driving in the rain the other day, and I got 2 notifications on my phone back to back. One said local singles in your area, and the other one said flash flood warning in effect. I'm like, well, how wet are they?
and
then I got like a groans and stuff. Oh, I'm like, then the discussion broke out. I'm like, what, you want your fucking money back or something?
It was about the same response that you got the other night when I saw you do it at Brokerage. It was good.
In front of 19 people.
Well, listen, no, it was 22.
Okay.
Not that
there he is.
Hey.
Jay's in the house.
Oh my God.
I want Steve to tickle my asshole with his stupid finger.
I'll give you the finger.
What is this guy? Bro, he just gets weirder every fucking time.
This isn't even my final form. It's a sickness. Next week I'm going to come in with a top hat.
It's not my final form yet.
I'm constantly evolving.
Yeah, there you go.
So are you scared? Are you
scared of what?
Of him.
No. Scared.
I actually have a Freddy Krueger.
Fucking meanest projects in Harlem. You think a guy in a fucking trench coat with a stupid finger protector is gonna
Come sit on the couch.
Yeah,
I want to go
it's funny.
watch someone real quick.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'll come sit on the couch.
Very good, very good. Fat Jay
You know,
joining us.
the funny thing is, when we're on the show, he rips on me constantly, but he loves me.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, there's a great.
Laura's here.
camaraderie
I'm
amongst-
just checking.
There she is.
You check?
Check.
Why, you want to get in between
No, it's
Joey
like a hot
and...
dog safari in here, and I don't know what
Well,
it is.
we need
Tony,
some,
I've said it once. I'll say
Say it again.
Why the fuck is Laura back doing that?
Every time I'm in here. Can you just leave me alone?
She wants to show you her sausage.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, she's got the haircut for it.
Now, Jay...
Here she comes.
What was I showing him?
Your sausage that you have that you.
I don't have a sauce. My clit is not that big. It's not a sauce.
It's like a pig in a blanket.
No one wants to hear
I
that.
had surgery. Take it down.
Well, I can definitely say that your clit puts my thing to shame.
He's hung like a pinky, right? All right, I'll be back.
Even that's too big.
Laura Patton, everybody.
Let's congratulate Jay. Jay's heading down to Orlando.
Yeah.
And what's the name of the?
I'm doing the Orlando Comedy Festival Saturday. I'm doing a spot at Gregory's in Cocoa Beach Friday night.
Nice, man.
Just a fat kid living his dream, you know?
And what
There you
goes
go,
on?
bro.
The festival. It's like, is it a contest?
It's a comedy festival. No,
It's just
it's
a
not
festival.
contest.
Okay.
I had to send a video to get in.
Yep.
They liked it. It was the video. You hosted one Sunday.
Yep.
I had a really good time, and it was that video, so...
Nice.
I have one question for you, Jay.
What's
Did
up?
you do your homework? Do they have down in Florida Ralph's Italian Ices?
Probably not, but I don't have
I
to
think they
start
do.
with that.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm
think they
solid
do.
enough where I could do other shit, you know? I'll just do the fucking...
You'll find the local one that is down there, like
But,
the Ouija's.
when you go to Pennsylvania, there's no Ralph's.
Right.
Rita's.
Oh, that's
Yes.
the one, Rita's.
And it shuts down just like Ralph's does, so...
They might have their own one down there.
But they don't close for the fucking winter anyway.
Because there is no
because-
winter.
It's Orlando.
Yeah, there's no winter. It's 92
Right.
degrees
It's
and
happy
fucking
land over there,
no
yeah.
quarantine, no nothing. Don Sill's paradise down there. I didn't even know. The guy didn't say a fucking boo peep about anything. All fucking COVID long. All of a sudden, COVID's passed. Now this guy's pro-Trump, posting crazy shit. Steve LaBelle and everything. Oh, he's in the fucking that show tonight, paradise.
Oh yeah.
he's
Yes,
in
he
it.
is.
Wow, this
Like
guy's
a
a
Yes, he is.
fucking
boy.
Making
flags
videos
and
with
crosses
Fauci.
on his front lawn and fucking Shirley out there, you know.
Yeah, I'm just was
Florida
like,
became
My
very red.
girl, you got to go December 2nd to the warehouse, whatever they call it.
yeah.
They're doing
America First Warehouse.
the America First, but they're doing some sort of palooza, they call it, Patriot Palooza.
Yeah.
The
Paul Bond
organic
will be
queen
there.
will have a stand, and she'll be selling tinfoil hats, Trump shit, all that.
There you go.
See it.
See?
Kevin Downey's got a tinfoil hat that she made.
Yeah.
Awesome. There you go.
nice.
So you're on the team. You're on the squad.
I don't talk about
Yeah,
it.
you don't talk about it, but you're on the
You
squad.
know, it is what it is.
You're talking about tinfoil hats. Can I just ask one question?
Yes.
Did anybody hear about Wednesday
What's Wednesday?
at 2:20 in the afternoon? There's some kind of emergency.
The emergency alert.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah,
Is it really? So
bro.
it's Wednesday?
Turn your phone off from 2 to 3. Supposedly, okay, so
Wait, what?
Wow, this is interesting.
Yeah, fill us in.
you
Yeah,
one of
let's
those
go.
guys too?
No,
Johnny?
no, no. I just saw it. I saw it on.
I thought you were a quiet DJ and shit that had a show at Govs Radio that I never been on. But
Oh.
it took fucking Don Sill 5 years to get me on too. But you know,
Hey, you were great on it.
the
Though.
the most
Jay's awesome.
unfunniest comics from Long Island always are on the fucking show. Except the funny fat guy. I'm like, wow. But it's like the business, you know. You don't have to be.
Hey,
funny
you
to
get invited all the time
And I
with
had
me,
you-
pal.
and I got you
but
on
your
the
show's
riptide.
on during fucking work, bro.
I know, I
gotta
hear
pay
you.
My bills.
I hear you.
I just call Fat Jay and say hello, and that's about it. So I get my 2 cents in for the month.
I also
So-
asked,
Yeah, tell us what this phone
Bromo's never
thing is.
been on my show. I want to get him on.
Who's that?
What's the
Rocco.
Oh, really?
Well,
So-
yeah, I'm shocked.
Well, he's got a
On
day job. I mean, a
Good
day
Times,
job.
Bad Times with Joey Petroni this week.
Yeah, it's on
He'll
this
talk
week.
about.
Oh, you're gonna be on with him?
No, he hasn't invited me. But talking about the,
I always think everybody hates me, so I figured I have
Joey, you know
Why do you
I-
think that? I've never heard anybody say anything close to negative
got-
I
about
love
you.
Joey Petroni.
You got to see where I work. I work with 220 women who can't stand me.
what do you do?
Why don't they like you, Joey?
He's a bouncer at a strip club.
Where's my money, Joey?
You go into work and you get knocked down all the way down to here, and then you get out of work and then you get up to here and you go back to. So by Friday, I'm fucking done, man. You know. But no, not that they hate me. It's just a mind warping. Like I don't even know who's who.
So how do you feel like on Sunday today?
I feel good now. Now I would ask him today.
But knowing that tomorrow's work, do you start to get the feeling like,
it's
tomorrow's work, or you're like, oh shit, yeah, tomorrow's work?
No, my job's gotten a lot better. A lot of that negative stuff has retired. So
because your job's hard enough as it is.
It's hard enough as it is, and being like there's like 4 or 5 guys at work, and you can't do everything. They always call the guy to come help this and help.
Just like tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
And I'm so used to just going and doing it, but then I'm getting old, man. I'm limping, my back's out, and I'm doing things I shouldn't be doing.
Wow.
But I would definitely, I would love to have you on my show.
You know, too, like when I needed the DJ for the private gig, Tony gave me your info, and then I think
that was an awesome party.
You saw Carrie there.
Yes.
And then she invited you to July
4th of July party. Yeah.
And now you work with her too.
So thanks to you.
Yeah. So it was like a whole
networking.
But the fuck, I won't have good times, bad times with the blimp, but it's okay.
Thanks.
But
a good year blimp by Wednesday. So
what is this? What is this?
Okay, so
what's that?
The emergency alert thing.
2:20 on Wednesday. It's
this coming Wednesday.
Yeah,
yes,
Wednesday.
October 4th.
At 2:20.
I don't want. You want me to tell you the details on it?
Yeah,
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah,
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, we want to hear it.
It's the next. It's the Y2K without the Y2K.
I'm not a tinfoil hat guy. I'm not.
I'm not either. I don't. Whatever.
I'm a tinfoil bandana guy.
But let me ask you a question. Like, isn't it kind of good to know if when shit does hit the fan, you kind of say, oh, okay, that one was true.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. And a lot of conspiracies have been proving to be true.
Right.
I'm gonna keep one of the phones on. One of the phones just in case.
No, turn it off. So turn it off.
Are you turning yours off? Are you gonna do it?
I'm gonna silence it.
Why do we got? What's going on?
I'm gonna keep my work phone on because I don't care about it.
So at 2:20.
So you guys know the emergency alert system,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
On the TV every night.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know, but music and frequencies that it.
Supposedly, and listen, this is not coming from me. This is what I saw. And I saw it on different platforms too.
Right.
That anybody who's got the vaccine, there was something in the vaccine, some kind of nanoparticles or some kind of graphite.
It's
something
gonna make them explode.
How many people in this room are vaccinated? Raise your hand.
And
okay, only the 2 of you.
No.
So we're gonna go out and party on Thursday.
Yeah. So Thursday.
So Thursday we're gonna have a party.
All the ones that are still alive are having.
Tony, can we get you? You gotta say it now on air. We get your leg. Because we're going to do shots out of it.
I have extras. I have old legs that I don't use anymore.
You're
No.
going to die because you're
Das
vaxxed.
Boot.
All right, but you gotta finish this. I gotta know what this is.
Wow, so
You're going to
everyone.
die from the vax on Wednesday.
right.
So Wednesday
On
at
the
2:20.
following week,
At
good
2:20.
times, bad times, we're going to
Why-
drink out of your fucking leg.
Why
That'd
they
be
pick that
awesome.
date?
Well, it'll be bad
Like
times.
like the Stanley Cup.
So you guys know the emergency alert you get on your
Yes.
phones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell them the story.
So it'll be bad. It'll be bad times for Tony though. That's
And Rocco.
Yeah.
So I'll make it a long story short. What's going to happen is it's going to do something to the vaccine inside your body, and it's going to mess you up, and you're going to become. And you can look this up too.
Yeah.
I didn't look it up, but they're saying that the White House has something that they did on zombie apocalypse or something. You hear about that?
No.
And we're gonna
People-
become zombies.
The White House is prepared for a zombie apocalypse.
Yes, look it up.
What the fuck?
It's on the.
Dude, we're gonna be zombies. Dude,
Bro.
I'm freaking
It
buying
can't
more
get any
phones.
It can't get any worse, Perella.
I'm gonna get my booster. I'm getting all of them.
I'm on jury duty this
gonna be
week, so this is
undead.
gonna get me out of jury duty.
Well,
I'm
you're
not-
going to die in the courtroom.
So really, it's supposed to kill you?
So
Turn you into
the
a
emergency
zombie?
alert is
right.
going to go sounding.
Fucking A,
Mr.
man.
Loftus.
Tony's scared now.
I'm like, what the fuck?
So
It's supposed to make
emergency
you-
I hope
alert
not. My
is-
kids
they're going
are-
to put out a
my kids are
frequency
vaccinated.
in
A
the
frequency.
emergency alert.
So you heard about it.
Yeah.
All right, so
That's going to affect the metals and all that in your body if you're vaxxed.
Yeah.
so the sound is going to trigger.
Supposedly the
Something with the
frequencies.
5G radiation or something like that.
So if you don't know about this and you are vaccinated and you have your phone on and that thing, boo, that could.
It
So
could
they're
trigger.
saying turn your phone off.
You're right.
But then again, if you turn it on, what if it goes off when you turn it on? You're going to get zapped anyway. So
So what if
Wow.
But what if my phone is I don't know, in my living room, and I'm down in my basement. Like, did I escape
how close?
this?
What if it's someone else's phone? That's
I don't
near
know,
you?
but supposedly it's going to hit the 5G towers too.
Holy shit.
I can tell you my way of thinking about it for real.
Okay.
I'm leaving my phone on because if 90% of the world becomes zombies,
oh my god.
I want to be a zombie too.
Yes, I'm with you.
I want to be.
I gotta go to the store tomorrow and buy a fucking
I want to make
rifle.
sure I am dressed just like this. I will be the coolest fucking zombie.
I need to get
I don't want to be in my work clothes.
I'm going home and I'm getting a bat and I'm putting nails through it.
If you know what you're gonna look like when you become a zombie, oh my god, I can't fucking wait. I want this to happen.
Now,
I can't.
And this is what like
ready.
Our government is doing this.
I have
supposedly,
no idea.
And they're prepared with the zombie apocalypse plan.
Supposedly, yeah. If you look it up on the internet, I didn't look it up because I hate going down. Is it called rabbit holes?
Yes.
Because you could be up to like 5 in the
You
morning.
can just keep going.
You can start at 9 o'clock and it's like all of a sudden the
You're like,
sun's coming
the
up.
next one's just 10 minutes. The next one's just 10 minutes. And
Yeah.
the next thing you know, it's like hours.
Right.
They're gonna be like, oh no, they got the president. Oh wait, he's just like a zombie.
He's already a zombie.
He's already a
Let
zombie.
me tell you.
They already zapped him 20 years ago.
Yeah, he's been zapped. He was the prototype.
He was the prototype of the zombie apocalypse.
But if it does happen, we could go back and we could watch the show, right? We'll have a little archive here.
Now, I have a question, Fat J. If God forbid I do become a zombie, would you do me a favor? Would you put me down?
Oh, you want Fat J to kill you?
I don't want to hurt you. Would you kill me?
If that's what you want.
Especially if I'm a zombie wearing eyeliner.
With that,
I gotta be honest with you though, Perillo. You don't handle death very well, so I don't want any I don't want you coming back haunting me.
Yeah, Jay. Let's just say that they become zombies, and that you are now face to face with him, and you have to kill him. Would that bother you, knowing that he's not him? He's a zombie, and you have to put a bullet in his head.
But that's the thing, though. That's the theory. We're all going to become zombies.
That's right.
Okay, I'm cool
You ever
with
see
that.
Evil Dead?
I am cool with that.
But what if Jay does have to kill you?
I'm thinking this might screw up your plans for next weekend. That's what I'm thinking. I feel bad.
I'm not vaxxed. I'm good.
Yeah.
But 90% of Florida ain't vaxxed either. So
There you go.
Yeah,
You still
but
got a
Dominic
great
Best
show.
is on, baby. The greatest country of the world, Florida.
There's a problem with that, Jay. The unvaxxed have to watch out for zombies now.
Fuck them. Then you go to Florida. They're 97 anyway.
Yeah, we're not off the hook just because we live. Yeah, we still got to.
Right.
They bite. They say they bite. They bite. They get.
I don't think there's anything less scary than a 97-year-old zombie.
Yeah, the nursing homes are emptying out.
but do they know what type of zombie?
I don't know. Very
Is it
aggressive.
gonna be the-
aggressive.
so it's going to be
agitated.
like
Like
it's going to be
the
like
fast
Dawn of the
ones?
Dead zombies. Not like the.
Well, how about what was that Will Smith movie? Those fast motherfuckers that run.
Oh, I Am Legend.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not outrunning anyone. If we're gonna turn this into a fucking,
You and me both.
Like
You and
zombie
me
if we're
both.
gonna turn this into a foot race, I'm just gonna be like, fucking Perillo, you weirdo, kill me now.
I'm going to look at you
pussy.
like an all-you-can-eat buffet.
And then I'll be posting on Facebook for fucking a month. Yeah. My friend Jay, I miss him so much. I'm sorry I had to kill him.
So we live in a
was
world.
tasty.
We live in a world today where we're looking at each other like we're going to shoot each other and eat each other.
This is going to be fucking great.
And it could be true, man. It could be true.
Who knows? All because you motherfuckers wanted to be vaxxed.
I'm sorry.
I didn't want to.
I'm sorry.
And I
COVID
actually wish
4
I
times.
didn't.
You
I
had
was
to do
an
it for that
endangered
movie.
species
That's
in
it.
March 2023. Look at me now. Fucking still going. I'm the only guy walking up that wants to fucking die, but wakes up every fucking morning.
What do you mean you want to die? What do you mean?
I'm tired, Tony.
Stop
You
it.
don't want to die.
I'm not going to kill myself.
I just
but
want
if
people
I
to
die
stop
and,
thinking
you
that
know,
I'm a
they pull me up
cokehead.
to the gates and you're like,
listen,
are you sorry
well-
you're here? I'm like, no.
Sorry,
I
that's
don't
right,
have to
I
go
had
to
to
fucking work today.
Well, listen.
Yeah, as
listen.
you
We'll
have-
Tom Kelly is stopping by.
right,
They
come
back.
I'll get up.
No, you're doing.
No, I was doing a whole.
Doing so well.
I got to go up soon.
Tom Kelly in the house.
I don't want
How
to
you doing,
die
Tom?
because
We're talking about
might
the
not be done
have
yet.
you heard about this
zombie
guys,
apocalypse thing that's
there's,
happening?
on Wednesday, supposedly, this Wednesday at 2:20. Joey, tell them what's going to happen.
you heard about it, no? Tom?
Joey, set it up. I'm just coming in. I just took.
All right, so there's a thing going around now that Wednesday afternoon at 2:20 in the afternoon, there's going to be an emergency broadcast on everyone's cell phone. Right. And everyone who got vaccinated is going to have some kind of side effect that's going to make them into zombies.
I'm hoping.
Oh, right. Are you vaxxed?
Oh, very much so, and I want out.
Oh my god! Can we be zombie buddies?
We'll be.
Oh my god!
By the way,
wow.
you know what I love? You're gonna walk around no matter what. What
I'm
is
like,
it,
I want all.
When it's already happened.
I'm going to the
halfway there.
AT&T store. I want to hit me.
Ever
Will
since
the zombies loot? Will the zombies be looting the?
I know. I'm actually afraid of zombies. Zombies is sort of real for me.
Right.
Like, and if you do not believe in zombies, you have never been in Penn Station after.
It's true.
Like
very true.
Old Penn Station, 1:20 in the morning. I know this is a national show, but bear with me, people.
For those listening, for those in California and abroad,
I know we have people as far away as the Bronx and Yonkers.
Tom, can you plug it so we get 6 followers instead of fucking the normal 3? I know it's
Who
a
are the
national
three? 'Cause
radio.
I need them right now. I need them.
We
Tom,
comments, people.
you know what
leave
I've been
us
getting a lot
comment.
of? Because again, I was just telling people in the main show where I was killing.
Murdered. He murdered.
But ready for a actually, let me focus on the. I had a dream tape set, and the camera shut off.
Oh, that's
Dude, that's the worst.
But I have great footage of the guy who was on before me, JJ, but no sound on him.
Sick.
I had a microphone pinned, and for some reason, anyway, that's the thing. Too much tech. Every time I try to tape, I do better with audiences of 5 people, which is why I stopped in for this podcast.
You need to hire a pro.
You
need to hire somebody to film it for you.
I made the biggest video error of my life. My sister got
Appearing
married,
on it?
and they counted on me to videotape their ceremony.
Oh no! What did you do wrong?
And I was so it was my sister, so emotionally I never I hit record, then I hit pause, and I hit record, and I hit pause, and then
you did it backwards?
Wait, were you in a wedding party?
Before you hit record when you were hitting pause?
I didn't even hit record. The whole thing went without record because I was walking over there, being in the party. So they counted on me to have footage of their.
No, but I'm going to go the other way of it was rude of them to ask you to work at their wedding when you should be entertaining guests
and drinking at the bar.
We're a family from Levittown, Tom.
Very good. Very
also, I know where you live now, though, so you're doing a little bit better than we all think.
That's true. Yeah. Thanks to selling hubcaps.
That's why I never want to like. I've done some photography at wedding receptions for DJs. I like. Those are okay because it's just like a party. You have a lot of time to get good shots. But if it's like the wedding, you have to get the kiss because you can't redo the kiss.
That's why I don't like filming
don't
weddings ever. Yeah, there's too many things you can miss.
Early in my career, I worked for a guy who does used to do PC Richard commercials, and he made his money being one of the best wedding video photographers in the 80s. And I did one wedding shoot with him, and he said just what Rocco was saying. He was an Iranian guy who was a drill sergeant. And he would give a pep talk before every wedding. He would go, "They only kiss the bride once. They only break the glass once. They only cut the cake once, and you have to be there and ready to go." And that is the worst Iranian accent ever. In fact, I want to make sure it was intentionally bad. I wanted to keep that accent was vaguely ethnic, so I don't get canceled.
You sound more like the ventriloquist guy from Pinocchio, Stromboli. That's that's more like what you sound.
All of my accents are essentially that of my Italian grandfather because he's dead. He won't complain.
He's not going to try to cancel.
He's not going to cancel.
Well, speaking of people who could complain and even going now with kind of conspiracy theories, we were talking before.
Are we allowed to talk about the serial killer?
Wait,
that doesn't matter.
Blink twice. Blink twice.
Well, what happened? What happened?
Have we talked about you or no? Just tell me to just blink twice.
No, it doesn't matter.
I'm right here.
Doesn't matter.
No.
We had some good stuff with
No, because I'll tell you what matters.
Let's address the serial killer in the room.
Well, you know what I love though? If you had to pick who in the room lives next to a serial killer, it's down to 2. I got it narrowed down to 2.
The part that bothered me the most was the eyewitness knew. Although they were parking in front of my house, and they assumed I
lived right there.
They assumed
he lived like 4 houses down.
Really?
Yeah, and did you know him? I've been wanting. You've been dodging my calls for 2 months.
No,
because I was working for Chris Cuomo, who wanted you on TV.
I didn't know that. Dude.
They were assuming that I knew him. So everybody who pulled up, they were like my best friends, and I realized that they wanted to get information out of me.
Oh my God.
Well, I just wanted to make a connection for you. To be fair, I didn't want to get pulled into that.
No, I know.
Our friendship was not continued.
No, I know.
The alleged.
But
he
you
wasn't
appeared on
convicted
TV. Well, and this is my thing.
Yeah.
Do you want to set that up, Tony? I don't think he's getting convicted, and we should all start adding the word allegedly into our language.
I've always said allegedly.
How come you don't think he's going to get convicted?
Because it's, I mean, listen.
It's got a lot of pull in the architect business.
No, but all joking aside, I think it's just any case that's been sitting for 12 years. If you get me on the jury, I'm going to say reasonable doubt. I think he's going to be Cosby guilty or OJ guilty, where you're like, we know something happened,
right. We can't prove
but it's not until he gets arrested for stealing his own memorabilia years later that he's going to
think about something else.
Yeah.
But do you think that...
Get in here, JJ. JJ, get on the sofa.
Come sit on the couch.
So
just saying, JJ got more applause than me coming in, but we'll see
well, we can add those in. Post.
We're talking about Rex Uwerman, the killer.
He's from Georgia. He doesn't even know.
Oh, there's a Long Island killer that just captured him after 20 years. He was on.
Yeah, but that let me go, so it's all right.
I thought y'all was talking about OJ.
Well,
yeah,
you
did mention
OJ
OJ
as an example. So yeah, OJ, who. You could arguably say got away with killing two people.
Allegedly.
And
then he was found not guilty.
If you say not allegedly, it's slander.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He wrote a great book.
If I did
it.
And you know what's funny? I believe.
If I did it.
And here's why OJ, or not OJ, but Rex will be found not guilty. If you get me on the jury at the time, and I watched that OJ case every day for an hour or two a day, I would have found OJ not guilty. There was enough.
Well, the police
Yes,
dropped the
there
ball
was.
on that. The police fucked up all the evidence in the OJ case and all that because they were trying to solidify him as guilty.
Yeah.
That they tried so hard that they fucked it up. That's why they were planting evidence because they wanted to make sure he went away, but then it backfired.
No, and then what really killed with Rex is that one of the guys who was allegedly a suspect.
I didn't know you were on the first name basis.
Well, isn't it fun to say
Rex?
Yeah, isn't it fun to say?
That is a cool ass name.
Oh, wait, hang on. What do you call him, Mr. Huerman? Mr. Huerman.
I could call him the alleged serial killer.
There's too many.
Not Rex.
He was a serial killer, this dude Rex Uwerman. He killed how many women allegedly?
Well, allegedly,
God.
I think it was allegedly 3, and there might be linking him to a 4th. I think.
Yeah.
Out of
one of our beaches.
Reasonable doubt. Out of the other 11 body, or it's 11 total bodies found.
I think
then
13.
There. Is it?
Not that I would know.
Okay, but there's 2 more. So Bronco's like, there's 2 more they haven't found yet.
Didn't they find anything in his house doing the
Not,
searches?
or if they found something big, they would have told us. They didn't bring a casket out in front of all the news cameras, right? But you're sitting there. You were looking in his yard. You ever see anything?
I thought they said they may
This
have
became
found,
so interesting.
I think they said,
Can you see into his yard from your house?
No.
We're talking about zombies and serial
his neighbors
killers. This
were
is
back to back.
great.
with
Yes,
that.
we have a
JJ's got a
question over
question.
here. Yes.
JJ.
You know this house?
He
I
lives
live
there.
right there.
Lives up the block.
Yeah.
How many doors
Oh, so
away?
you
How many
didn't- you
doors
didn't
away?
stop not one murder. You ain't.
I
You
ain't seen
You could have been a hero, Joe.
Now that's why you don't go on Chris Cuomo. Because right away, so I live in a neighborhood, never saw him, never saw that guy ever. I might have seen him in a back to school night back in the day, because I remember a really tall guy.
How long has it been since he killed?
Like 20 years or something
Yeah,
like that?
it's been like an ongoing thing for years.
Yeah,
they never caught
11 years.
It was
is
like
the- is the last.
it's like a Jack the Ripper thing.
Oh,
Kind of like that.
really
how they
is.
catch him then?
Well,
Okay,
Now, great.
Okay, this is the funniest thing. How they caught him. I say caught because he's not
DNA.
convicted yet.
Well, just typical New Yorker. He was eating
Pizza.
and got caught eating pizza.
Okay,
They found
because
his DNA on the pizza.
Shut the fuck.
They were following him, right? They found his DNA on one of the girls, and then they found his pizza crust in the city where they were tracking him, and then they took the pizza crust, and then the DNA on the pizza crust matched.
Bro, I swear to God, I already know. I would be like, that's not my pizza crust.
You know, if it was that Domino's stuffed crust pizza,
Yeah,
it would have been gone.
real New York pizza. He's eating Domino's.
Domino's for the pizza for the serial killer.
But the thing was, he taunted,
You're like a
he taunted
Sesame Seed crust.
the family of one of the girls that he allegedly killed, and he taunted them, and that led the police to wire him to. They knew the whereabouts
They
in
knew
the city.
knew that the cell phone was somewhere in Midtown
Yeah,
Manhattan.
and then they narrowed it down to that slice of pizza over the course of 20 years.
That guy looks like he
First of all,
would eat.
that's a man who eats the crust.
Yeah, that's a man. Who eats
exactly.
That is
Why
a,
would he? That could be
massive,
his defense.
That is a
Your
massive
Honor, do I
human
look
being.
like I throw the crust away?
Yeah.
I finish all my slices.
Yeah, I eat it all, man.
No, but I have done very well being from the same hometown as Joey Petroni over here.
Yes.
And making fun of the serial killer and the effect on the town has been good for my Instagram career. But lately, I am saying
for the views.
The only problem with me, like my kids, my 2 girls, stood at that corner, 2 houses from his house, for the bus. Mm-hmm. Kindergarten all the way up to whenever.
That's scary.
Yeah, so like
because he's watching out his window.
Yeah, it's just like when you guys had me on the show that time, I was just rattled in my head. Like I can't, it was just nuts.
Well,
man.
if I can say something about this case, like he only killed ladies of the night. I think
prostitutes. He killed prostitutes.
Yeah. Okay.
So he was a good father.
Yeah,
absolutely.
There you go.
But
yes, he kept them off the pole.
So, but what I'm saying is that is like a psychological thing. That's a psychological thing with these serial killers, that they attack like women who wouldn't be missed as much and stuff like that.
But here's my thought on everything you just said. What you just said is that's what we know about. We don't know what else the person does.
That's true.
Like this beautiful man, very intelligent man. We
He
can't
is a
talk about
beauty.
your real no. But Joey over here he's a smart guy. And he never knew. The neighbors never knew. Nobody. So what else? How do we know he's not all? How do we know there's not another pile of dead ice cream people? A few blocks away.
Ice cream.
when you have
not
every
the good
news,
humor man. We found the good humor man.
you have every newscast in the world on your block.
Hang on. Describe the scene. What were you saying?
No, I'm saying when you have every newscast in the world on your block, and there's really nothing else to report other than a red house, and they caught him, and the story that we all know. They're looking for stories. Yeah. So, like, in a weird way, I'm trying to ditch them, and then you guys are, like, walking around with the camera, and I'm walking around with the camera, and they're looking, who's this for?
Oh, I remember I had Joey on my show, right? And he's walking around with the camera.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden I look.
But your neighbors got pissed off and told you, get the cameras off of us. We don't want to be identified.
Yeah. Right. Well, it's true.
And those were the houses that lived back-to-back with Huerman's house.
Yeah. I grew up around a big news story.
Can I ask what street was this or no?
Yeah.
What street?
Well, bizarre.
No, don't get his address.
Well, the address is on the news already. It's already public knowledge.
Yeah, but do we have to say it? We don't, because the 5 people who listen to this are the people who show up at his house.
Right.
I believe
They're
that.
already there.
Tom, as bizarre as it sounds, I did the First Avenue block party about 3 weeks ago.
You did that? You did the one for the block, the First Avenue one?
Yes.
Or did you do the one that happened while they were digging for bodies?
No.
Okay.
I DJ'd like the block.
Was he there?
What's the song?
They were on the front porch. They were on the front porch.
Were they out?
Yeah.
Okay. Now wait, hang on. You guys are missing a big detail here. The wife of the serial killer is out.
Alleged. I don't want to get
alleged
you in trouble.
killer.
Alleged killer.
A wife of the alleged serial killer is out. Come on in.
No,
can you make it?
You can. This guy knows how to steer. Don't even.
Can you stand up next time? I didn't know you were there.
But wait, hang on. This is a piece of dirt. Or this is like a juicy get that they would love on TV. You DJ'd a block party,
right?
And in front of the serial killer's house.
Not in front.
Alleged. Thank you, Rocco.
Did she have any requests?
About 5 houses away.
But on the block, and they were out for the party.
Now,
Can you play Killing Them Softly,
they were out in the front.
Let the bodies hit the shore.
Let the bodies.
What was their demeanor? What did they interact with people? Did anybody interact with them? This is a big thing.
I'm not ready to move right now, so I have to watch what I say because my neighbors will kill me. But what I almost played was Psycho Killer.
Oh my God, that would have been
by the talking head.
I like JJ. He's so polite. He raises his hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna be different. So they threw a party after they called.
It was south of his house. It was
after they called, and they were like, "Hey, it's time to celebrate."
We're still having this block party no matter what.
No, it's a coincidental.
But hang on, everybody's talking over. JJ's asking home run questions for our national audience.
I
Being from Georgia.
You don't understand. This is gonna be so good on Netflix. So
they already did make a movie about it.
They did.
In the neighborhood, everything went on as normal. They had block parties on.
You're throwing block parties after you found out you got a murder on your.
But they caught him. They got him.
JJ, a man on the block was accused of being a serial killer. There is now a
investigation by 3 major state police and law enforcement groups digging on First Avenue while there is a block party happening on the equivalent of Second Avenue. It wasn't Second. It was a different.
No, it was the same block, but it was like about 5 houses south.
Yeah. So his house. No, but even the week when they were digging, though, remember the one where it went viral on Instagram?
Yes. Oh, that was on. That was around the block.
Did his family attend the block party? Was his kids out there dancing?
No, they were on the front porch, but
They were on the front
porch.
Yeah, we would go have fun.
God.
That's fucking.
That's so weird.
So they were on the front porch and you're like rocking the house.
But they had. I was doing a chicken dance, like hula hoop contest.
Please say Rex, so you were his wife.
I will
Who's
say.
doing the limbo? Who's doing the limbo?
I will say this. Oh no!
Spin your partner.
Take the good chair.
This is
End
awful.
the show now. We're not going to top that.
Spin your partner.
Would you be on my podcast for this? Because I could get 7 or 8 listeners for you.
You definitely got to get Joey on there.
Yeah.
Man. He rocks.
But all joking aside, like guilty or not guilty, I feel really bad for his family.
That's where I come from.
Victims also.
Yeah.
That's where I come from, and I've mentioned it before, and I was telling Tom before we went on the air. I know the son. I coached him in special needs baseball. I've coached him for years. I met Rex once.
They have a dog, and I think the son walks the dog around.
Yeah. And you see him. He gets mad when he's on the spectrum. He gets mad when the press is around him.
They don't deserve this.
It breaks my heart to see this kid going through this.
It's not right. No,
they didn't do anything wrong.
No.
I don't think they knew. I don't think the wife knew. I don't think anybody knew. The wife was always out of town.
And again, like we don't know for sure. I remember years ago, one of the suspects was the owner of Bissett Nursery in I think Holbrook.
Is
or
that
Patchogue?
the Asian dude?
Dude,
I don't know if he was Asian.
Are they paying for a commercial before you name the
Yeah.
business?
By the way,
so much for that sponsorship.
Come to the Petco, whatever.
Because what it was,
this murder is brought to you by.
But they tracked the burlap to being purchased from there or something. At some point.
I forget.
And did they find hair in the burlap that matches one of the girls? That might be one of the factors that really ties them in. That's what I'm saying. Like some of the stuff they found at the house.
Y'all was just talking about this.
And I think
they went through his whole house. They cut into the tub. Went in,
JJ's like, I'm never coming back here, man.
Welcome to Long Island.
White is so different.
Anyway, the owner. When the investigation hit that guy who owned Bissett Nursery, he ended up committing suicide.
Really?
Yeah, you don't remember that?
No, I didn't.
Again, and not guilty. You're on.
Wow.
Yeah. But I heard that guy might come back as a zombie.
Oh,
after Wednesday.
Well, this is before the pandemic.
Shut the phones off.
Yeah.
You know, you guys might remember this. There was at one point they were talking about the rapture coming. Jesus was coming back, and there was a person very passionate about that in Penn Station.
Okay.
And I was working. Yeah, I was working across the street. This is about 2013, maybe 2012. They had the time and date on the sign, and they were yelling. And I'm like, and I actually had an hour to kill during my lunch break, and I started talking to the guy. Well, I believe Jesus is coming back one day, but maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow. But
I see you in church all the time.
And I took my little, and I tried to make a little video being funny with the guy. Well, what if he doesn't come back tomorrow? He's like, he's coming back on Wednesday at 2:20, and then
you heard that?
And then on Thursday, the guy. I went there, and the guy, I'm like, and I could never find that person again. Like the person with. So you wonder,
maybe Jesus came just for him
and took
the
only one.
Wow.
So what you're saying right now, in today's technology, it's dangerous, okay? I saw Ronnie James Dio perform about a year ago at the Paramount. It was a hologram, and it looked like Ronnie James Dio.
That's about his height.
No, but here's my...
He is a little guy.
But it looked real. Like it was a hologram of Ronnie. Yeah. So now that's what we can do with technology at this level. The government can actually make Jesus in the sky on a hologram, and it's fake. How would you know if it's real or not? That's what I'm starting to think.
JJ got the answer.
How would you know if it's real?
I don't know why, but the thought of them making a Jesus,
a hologram,
and then start offering people, like it's like that's how the government gonna get rid of their nude. They're like, no, they just went to the rapture. Like, I didn't know Jesus had snipers.
Jesus tells everybody gets vaccinated.
How would you know if it's real or not, man? Because back in the day when it was just dirt and trees and shit, okay, that's real, right?
Right. Now we don't know what to believe anymore because technology is so incredible. Like AI, all this crazy shit that's going on. You don't know what to believe.
I would hate to say prove it, to Jesus, but
I gotta get off this.
But nowadays they probably can. They can make miracles happen right before your eyes all the time.
Jesus got to prove some miracles in front of you.
Well, that's actually. I mean, since we're here, we're here at the Comedy Club. We're at Governors to bring it back to comedy. That's a classic Cosby bit. You ever hear that?
No.
Where he's Noah, and God has appeared and said you have to make an ark, and it's a whole long thing. And he's like, yeah, right. Sure, you want me to make? Sure, this is God. Sure, you want me to make an ark? Like it's a brilliant bit.
Right.
But that's exactly what it is. He's like, I don't believe this at all.
Right.
Yeah.
It's hard to figure out what's fiction and what's real.
And I actually feel the same way every time you tell the story. I'm like, he's making that up.
I'm still stuck on your neighbor being a killer.
Yeah, so
allegedly.
Allegedly. It was huge. It was like you said, he had the media in his neighborhood clogging up traffic all day, all the time. Joey's been on the news a few times answering questions.
And he's a big dude.
Well, I stopped answering questions when all the comments underneath it said, we got to check this guy out too.
That's true.
That's when I just
so
stopped.
Many people, the comments could be brutal sometimes.
Well, I will say that it's the matching the DNA on the girl to him. It's very possible that he maybe inquired their services. That's how the DNA is.
Well, there's also an eyewitness girl.
I mean, have you seen the guy?
Yeah, you don't forget that guy. He's a big dude.
He was like a 7-foot Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, he's got a big weird. He looks like a killer. He looks like a killer.
He looks like a
he
killer.
looks like someone.
But doesn't he look clumsy though? I would think someone like that would get caught. No, like a clumsy looking guy.
I feel like he would at least
like Sloth from the Goonies.
There'll be one really kind of streetwise prostitute that would beat him up, be able to get off of him.
Right.
But he killed. But there's one eyewitness that says that says that she was in the car with him and kind of picked up on some weird signals that this dude was fucked up, and she got out of there. Mm-hmm. But she claims that it was Ewerman's, and that when she actually mentioned the killer, and he lit up, and he was like, "Ooh, yeah."
Right.
Oh, they always like that.
He wants that recognition.
Yeah. Well, I think isn't that when the cops first picked him up? Didn't he say something like that? Is the news outside or something? I thought I heard something like that. Joe Crivella's here.
Crivella.
What's up, Joe?
What's up, bro?
All right, so and Sean's here. We didn't mention that Sean is here. He's rolled in.
Tom Kelly.
Thank you, guys.
Tom Kelly. Thank you.
Tom Kelly. Thank you,
Tom Kelly.
I was trying. I went to the phone just because there's an AI generator in CapCut. I wanted to make zombie Jesus. and I missed my get out of here punchline. So
Tom Kelly's the
Thanks,
best.
Tom.
Thank you so much,
That's
Tom Kelly, everybody.
All right, Tom.
My former neighbor. Thanks, Tom. We didn't talk about that.
So you're Atlanta. I worked
I'm
for
gonna
the
cut out
Falcons
too,
for a little
actually.
bit.
Oh, what?
Back in the day, yeah.
Wait, man, look,
All right.
I had a lot of fun. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Steve, for hanging out.
Can you see him?
Rocco Perillo, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I got him. Yeah.
Rocco.
All right, so let's talk to JJ for a minute, then we'll get to Sean. So was this your first time here?
Yes.
See, history in the making right
Yeah,
here.
he's an Atlanta dude.
No, I'm from born and raised in a small town called Dublin, Georgia.
Okay,
And then
yeah.
I joined the military, and I've been in Tampa for the last 5 years.
Okay,
Nice.
cool.
And how long you been banging Laura?
I've met her
Just since this afternoon in the bathroom.
I'm just not banging her at all. You got a husband. Don't do that. It's always it's always a black. I was a young black dude smashing all white women.
Oh shit. So you were in Tampa Bay for a while, and how's the comedy scene over there?
It's pretty good. It's the South, so it's just a lot of traveling, a lot of going back and forth through places. Like I literally was just telling people like if they had slaves, I've probably been there. So I've been all over it. Man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The South rocks, and what brings you up north to our land?
It's bad to say, but I've been trying to move up here since 2020, but stuff happened, and the state I was living.
Flags up here.
Well, yeah, but it's like it's still racist, but it's a different type. I didn't want to be number one on the racist list. That's the big difference.
Yeah, there's so many others to hate.
There's so many others to hate. It's just like, it feels so neutral.
We actually have common ground. Yeah. That's what they say. The enemy's the friend, right? But yeah, no. So now you live on Long Island?
Yeah, I actually live in Brooklyn now.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
How long you been here?
A month and a half. So
Oh
far.
damn! So you're brand new.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
brand new,
brand new. Yeah.
And you just working the circuit.
Yeah, just trying to get my face. Trying to find a spot. You know,
Yeah,
trying to-
yeah.
You know how it is. You're just trying to get somewhere. Some people can be like, "This guy is funny."
Yeah, man.
Were you on tonight?
Yeah, I was up tonight. I went up fourth or fifth.
How much time did James give you?
10.
10.
Yeah,
And how'd it go?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
I think I did good. They laughed. They smiled.
There you go.
That's the number one way to go.
Yeah.
It's crazy because we talk about Rex Huerman and all that, but tonight's event is for a woman who was like brutally murdered.
Yeah, I know. I thought we were talking about the same people.
Yeah, like holy
"Ooh."
shit. Yeah. So do you find that challenging to get up there in front of an audience of people that are there to support this brutally murdered woman, or is it like just business as usual?
It's just business as usual. I know I don't have jokes to talk about people getting murdered. So I know I don't have any dark jokes like that. Like
Yeah, that'd be a bad opening line.
that would be like,
Have you guys heard about the dude who killed his wife?
you ain't gonna believe this. So I managed to do. I'm pretty good at picking happy material. I'm a happy person.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Nice.
Now, when you're doing I'm assuming it's primarily white audience out there.
It's not new. It's Florida. Like, I literally wouldn't have known. Oh, this is just Florida. It's fine. I heard they were like, any Trump supporters in. That's all I was like, this sound like Palm Harbor, Florida.
Yeah, you have to understand, for us to have you and Sean and Ivory on the same show, like that's very weird to us.
I guarantee
We're
you.
very scared tonight. I want you to know.
You can tell when I walk on stage. There's just
It's urban night.
It's urban night here at Governor's
Urban night.
They was like, wow, we didn't even know they had this many. Yeah.
They all know it's the same guy over and over.
Scary, yo. I guarantee you, they was like, wow, and they all talk about different things. This is unique.
They're not talking about
that music before you went on.
You know, like that's why they were playing it earlier. They're making them comfortable.
They get them all in the zone first. So getting prepared.
All right, Sean, do me a favor though. Turn a little towards me because the camera that I have on you. There you go. Yeah, yeah. Because now we can see. Now we can see your face. So, Sean,
my good side.
What's that?
You got my good side.
Do you have a good side?
Yeah, there we go. We got the good side. Yeah,
The left wheel.
very nice.
Sean is kind of semi new to the scene as well.
Yeah.
How long?
Maybe like 2 years under my belt.
But not that long here, right?
No, not that long here.
But lately you've been here a lot.
Yeah, trying to network, show my face, you know.
Do you think it's just that they just feel bad for you?
I think so. I think so. But I'm gonna use it.
You gotta play the card you're dealt.
I'll take sympathy time on stage. Give it to me.
Sean and I had a great conversation before we went on the air tonight, so we bonded immediately, and I wanted to get him in here.
Well, I don't think JJ knows he's got to get stumped.
So
Wait, hold up. Because we don't.
What's
We're
that?
be touching the JJ over. Like,
No. Sean and I bonded because he's, I don't know if you noticed, but he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I see that.
But
I
now,
try to hide it. I try to hide it.
More blankets.
So I try to bond with him because.
Oh man! And you got the nerve to have one of the dad shoes on. There we go.
Wow, she said Christian said the same thing. I'm 53 years old. I'm bald and I have a white beard, man. Like this doesn't matter. This.
God, like you should cut some good
Martin.
grass.
Like I said,
for
here's
guys
what
like
dad
me.
shoes are. Dad shoes are the shoes that we wore when we were young that were cool.
right. That's
but
right.
now they're not cool anymore, but we still wear them. They're still cool to us.
You don't know, dads don't change. I think.
That's the thing.
I heard that your style doesn't like once you turn like 17, your style just stay the same.
Yeah,
Who am I
like,
impressing?
So these shoes.
Oh, Chucks, yeah.
it's
Flip
pretty
your
cool.
leg around. Let's see your shoes.
When
I don't think my
when
knee gonna
you're
come out
in your 50s, some kid's gonna tell you that those are dad shoes.
Right.
Watch, it's gonna happen.
Can't
It's
wait.
like skinny jeans. I can't wear them. And I mean, that's why Joe's here. He wears the
Yeah,
skinny
Joe
jeans.
Cravella's in the house.
Joe, are you on tonight?
No, I was in the city, and then I was like, shit. Once I got home, I was like, let me just shit over here real quick. I don't want to watch the Jets get fucking raped. Fucking.
Oh yeah,
17-0
man.
already.
What's the score now?
17-0. Jets are losing.
Yeah,
so-
of course, of course.
It's
And you got
that.
Kelsey's out there with
they playing their ass off right now.
he's making out with Taylor on the sideline.
They gonna have a
I was
love
like-
song.
Shake
made
it
about
off.
your
I
love.
was like, I'd rather-
Shaking it off.
I'd rather watch Jeff do a set on the main stage than
So do you play do you use? Is that stuff in your act?
Oh yeah, I got to make them comfortable. You know, like it's a real shock value when they just.
Yep.
Because I'm black and in a wheelchair, so I gotta really calm them down.
Sometimes they don't know. Are we allowed to laugh?
Yeah.
Right.
He just gets on stage like, oh my god, he's black.
He's black. What is he doing here? It really is Urban Night.
Do you think he's still faster than this?
He probably is.
He can still steal a TV.
I kill downhill.
Still faster than everybody. That's freaking hilarious. You got to use that one. You got to take that one. That's a good. Yeah,
I'm
that's a
so
good one.
stuck on this murderer that y'all have up here.
Yeah,
when I moved to Tampa,
it's crazy shit.
Yo, you act like there's no murders in the South.
Yeah, well, there is. But like when I moved to Tampa, there was a Tampa killer that was going around shooting people, and the week before I got there, they had found him too. And
wow!
He turned his gun into the people at McDonald's.
Wow!
All right, no wait.
He turned it in. He said, "Here,
Ivory, come on in, man.
I was trying to get an order in.
Come on in. Come sit.
It's Urban Night.
So I'm sensing a pattern now, though. Like, so the Tampa guy, and now you move here, and we catch this guy. What is going on?
I'm the one to help you guys find him. That's what you need. Don't try to make it sound like I'm the murderer. No, I'm the one that found them guys.
Oh, all right.
I'm the key.
What just happened here? Joe Cavella left? Yeah. What? Wow. See this?
He got three. He said, "Get out my seat."
Move, skinny. Praying mantis. Joey C is my guy.
Ivory Fields is here too.
Ivory Fields, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
So, were you a big part of setting up this Urban Night here, Governors? Like,
yeah, actually, they called me and it was like they wanted to know, should we have some extra Kool-Aid package, some cocoa butter? You know, so I said, listen, as somebody that's part of the black delegation, we need to have more spicy shit on the menu. That's the first thing. Can we have some greens of any kind, please?
Hennessy.
We're still waiting, you know what I'm saying? They got the Hennessy and shit, but they got the regular Hennessy.
We got hookah here?
Nah, no hookah.
No hookah yet?
That's coming next month, I heard.
Next month. That's
They're bringing that next time.
Strictly February.
Yeah, that's like history, Let me give you all that
February, they have to press it all out.
Y'all all gonna be out of here by
February. We're gonna have this whole podcast
next June. Next Juneteenth, none of y'all gonna be here. And all of y'all out by Juneteenth.
I heard, honestly, I heard on Juneteenth, Mr. James said he was wearing a Kwanzaa outfit. That's what I heard.
I can verify that. Yeah, she was. We all were.
Yeah, they're doing some coming.
You doing the Wakanda signal?
No, we don't talk about that.
Black Panther
I was like,
forever.
what's a kente cloth?
Juneteenth, I know, has been around for a long time, mainly celebrated in Texas, but it seems like pretty new here. Like, is this new for you guys too?
Yeah.
I think only because of like they were
Black
like
Panther movie.
with that Black Panther movie and the fact they were like we had killed a lot of them, so let's give them another holiday.
It's the least we can do.
Let's give them another.
They're like, we do need a
Give me
and
a
also
check.
we don't have a celebration in June, so let's just
Yeah,
we don't have a holiday.
Let's
to
put
not
it during
get work.
Pride
Yeah,
Month.
right. Yeah, there really is nothing going on in June.
Lump all that together.
Yeah, you can't take a
Black Pride. It's-
Everybody work during Black Pride Month, but Juneteenth, everybody got a day off. Let's
Yeah,
just take that.
that's why I was
I
happy.
honestly
about
feel white people should
Keep
not
the
have
holidays
I
days
think
off.
this shit always work.
Yeah, I think you shouldn't just work. You need to work like in a barbershop. You need to do something in the community. You know what I'm saying?
All I know is, in fact, that my feelings are hurt ever since Harpo beat Oprah Winfrey.
Damn.
Sorry.
You told her to do it. You told her to do it.
You told Harpo to beat me.
You told.
What'd she do? Beat her.
Wow, this guy's making Color Purple references.
You went.
Honestly,
That's
it's
what
funny as it is because I got my roommate and I'm taking him down a long list of black films, and I was like, we can wait till February when all the movies come out and I can show you what Color Purple is. He was like, I don't even think I'm ready for that. Like, you're not.
Nah.
No, Purple's heavy shit.
You want to
That's
put
a
them
great
onto a
movie.
movie that's
I'm
some
not
real
giving him Roots.
damn Roots. A dry
original
white
Roots.
season. See a dry white season.
What's that? Really? What's that? I don't know.
Look
that
it
one.
up. You
Yeah?
want to go outside and punch every white person you see right in the face.
Really? A dry white season?
Yeah, it's wow.
Put it on.
No, don't watch it now. Watch it later when you
Netflix and chill. Watching a white girl from LA. Hey, Becky.
Wow, so that's a movie that like us white guys don't know about. It's called A Dry White Season.
Dry
and
White
it makes
Season.
it's like we're the bad guys, I guess.
Yeah, I know. It's like, where did they get this from?
For once.
Like real.
Yeah, for once, right?
Look at them.
What is it? Is it a slavery thing or like?
It talks about
that
like Rwanda and stuff like that, like apartheid.
Okay.
Oh, like in South Africa.
Oh, yeah, in Africa too. You got real black.
Yeah, I got black.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I got
Yeah,
to the
it's
roots.
Motherland.
Yeah.
Well, the South African white guys.
You dumb son of a
The South African white guys are different than American white guys.
Yeah.
Break that
They
down
think they
since you
black.
said it. Break that down.
I know. As soon as he said it, I was like, oh no.
South African white dudes, they're from England, right? So they still have
You're
that
stuttering.
English, and
The opinions and the are just Don Sill and did not reflect anybody else.
Are you trying to say they got to do it longer?
I'm talking about northern, like American white guys are way better than those.
Yeah, we took over this shit. He's over there playing Jay-Z.
Yeah, we're rocking out, dude. I'm hitting some Nas lines.
He's over there like, you're...
I can beat Jay. I can beat Jay.
We gotta get that.
I can beat
I would
Jay.
love to see that race.
I can beat him.
Yeah, that would be a race.
Sean's winning. Yep,
I got my money on Sean.
absolutely.
Jay's gonna take a break. He's gonna take a breather.
The Jesse Owens of this group, for sure.
He gonna vape in the middle of that shit.
Vape and start cursing.
Jay, I'm so glad you came in here because
made the race uphill.
they had me cornered. You came in here and saved the day.
Jay saved you.
Jay
Oh,
saved
hell,
me.
we got 1 foot with his fucking skateboard.
Don lives in like fucking Mastic. You don't see black folks.
Mastic. Have you guys ever been to Mastic, Long Island?
Neighborhood road.
I was trying to get in. They said I was not allowed, so I turned around.
That's
Never heard of it.
Do
they have murderers there too?
They do, but
rough.
it's rough like white dudes. It's like really rough white guys.
It's
Wait,
like MMA
Mastic?
white guys.
Like
Wait, what side of Mastic are we talking about?
Mastic?
Neighborhood road?
This side, I
Like,
beat
You
your
don't
ass.
even go on neighborhood road.
No, I'm in Manorville.
Oh yeah, oh man,
But you lived in this place. They shouldn't be.
No, Mastic is like a bunch of rough white dudes, man. Like
White trash.
trailer park kids, Eminem type kid. Yeah.
Some
So
Aryan Nation type.
That sound like my neighbors.
poor white dudes are some dangerous motherfuckers.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I know a few of them.
Yeah.
They
See,
be
I
in the
laugh.
South
He's like,
too.
I know.
You can't do that with a smile like that. It's just like, yeah.
Dude's like, I got a whole legion of
Right, we are.
you got to know when to run.
He's like, those are my boys.
I got the door blocked. You evaluate what you have in your hands and drop it and go.
There you go. That's how it is sometimes growing up in the hood. Especially back in the days, man.
Yeah,
You get
man.
robbed. I got
It's
robbed
almost-
before. I got robbed one time. This is so crazy. This is when I was in high school. I was up in 10th grade. And you know, when you're in high school, especially urban high school, sometimes your homeroom is a collection of motherfuckers from everywhere, right?
Right,
This
yeah.
dude was in my homeroom, said what's up to me early in the day, pulled out a gun, put it right between my eyes, and took my fucking money later on that night.
Holy shit.
That's why I always let people know when I was in school, I'm broke.
Well, shit,
He
they'll
always
give a
has
damn. They gonna stick
$4.
with you.
When you get robbed by somebody you know, what do you do? Like, you don't go to
You don't
the
make eye
cops or-
contact the next day. That's
yeah,
what
like, that's what I'm
you
saying.
don't
Like, do you retaliate, or how do you handle that?
Nah, at that time, I wasn't in a position to retaliate because he's one of those gangster type of dudes. You know what I'm saying? He pistol whipped one of my friends.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and I told him, like, you should have fucking kept walking like I was.
Shit. I'm going to tell your grandmama.
I mean, I'm eyeing up his gold right now. The watch and the necklace. I might rob his ass.
How do you want to do that? My wife is out there.
Oh, all right, never
My
mind.
wife knows 100% crazy. She will whip everybody's ass out there.
My wife is safe. Everything I bought for her is from Tri-County Flea Market.
See, that's a guy right there. He knows.
Don't spend money on that shit. She can walk anywhere she wants, man. It's Tri-County.
You got the name necklace with the name on it?
Hey, Joey's here. Sure,
Hey,
Joey, just push him out of the way, Joey. Just get.
Yeah, say move, buddy.
He's got some nerve.
I like that. Joey got his cookout shirt on. That is nice. He had some cookout shirt.
Joey Cola, the legend, ladies and gentlemen.
Going on next?
All right, Joey.
He just walks in and he says 3 words and it just cracks me the fuck up.
Joey Cola.
Jeez. So let me ask you guys a question. You guys.
We are white, yes.
No, I could.
South Africa?
Yeah.
South African white?
No, North South African legend flavor.
Yeah,
this one I want to know.
Filipino.
He just came through saying he's going on.
We're very organized.
Peter Bells, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing?
I had so much fun on this show.
You got to come back, man, anytime.
We'd love to have you back.
Definitely.
Bring the wife, though, not that other guy.
That other guy treats me bad.
Last time he was here with Jackie the Joke Man. That's what. So sorry, you were going to ask a question. Sorry.
I was going to ask, how do you guys have a cookout?
Yeah.
How do we have a cookout?
Yeah.
Like, how does it go into when you guys have a cookout? When you got a nice barbecue?
What's established?
Yeah. Like what are the grounds? Like we just going to throw in some chicken backs and some pork sausages.
Why you say chicken backs like that?
Yeah, you lost me already. Chicken backs and pork sausages. No, I'm throwing steaks and burgers and hot dogs.
That's what I'm talking. That's why we never get invited.
Yeah.
You see that shit?
Oh, you're invited.
Hey, if you come over, we'll throw some chicken backs for sure. If that's
What's
what
the
you
side? You got to bring them. You got to bring them. Then I'll throw them
I'll
on.
bring the potato salad. How about that?
Hey, yo, yeah.
And when you barbecue, do you have
fucking
raisins?
putting raisins in that shit.
Do I have what?
Raisins.
Why, what is going on in your potato salad? You barbecue with raisins in the
what?
No,
like,
what is going on?
There's raisins in the potato salad.
Oh, white people
salad, the regular salad.
Y'all like fruit in y'all.
Like
I'm not gonna go with raisins. I'm not gonna say raisins, but y'all do enjoy putting fruit in salads.
Yeah,
y'all put them
strawberries
in.
and oranges.
They put apple and they put apple in chicken salads. It's just a lot of stuff.
Why do you look so confused?
I've never heard any of this.
He doesn't. He's a
Go to the meeting
because he grew up in the hood. So he's like, what are you talking about?
You haven't been to the meetings lately?
Carrie Carravis.
Oh, Carrie Carravis. No, I haven't been to the meetings. Look at her. She's so hot. What's that?
Beauty in the building.
Yeah, a lot of
comics.
It's like kill.
It's good.
You can't say that
You
tonight.
can't say everybody's killing.
Everybody's killing tonight.
Killer. Everybody did great tonight.
Yeah.
Can't say the K word.
You guys are very well.
Ready to laugh. They were here to laugh.
That's great.
All right,
Yeah.
good.
And you had a bunch of killers on there on the stage for sure.
You were very funny.
Thank
That whole thing about you being stupid was hilarious.
I am stupid. I'm very stupid.
So stupid. You're so stupid.
As you get to know, you'll be like, he is stupid. Like, it's just
Stupid. What are you guys on? What are you doing?
We're just doing the usual stuff. We're live
from the Green Room show.
Are you on now?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Oh, so then what are you doing?
We wait for you to sit down.
We're talking to you.
Carrie Carravis.
Why did she run away like that? What just happened?
That's right. That's how she should open the show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We got a whole bunch of killers coming on. This guy has been murdering the scene. These guys have been murdering everybody,
especially the ladies. They just love it.
It's crazy that they had a lot of black people on this show tonight.
They did. They did.
That's a crazy thing to have, yo. What the fuck was that about? Now I feel offended.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Y'all always got undertones going on. Ulterior motives.
Be honest with you though. I'm gonna be honest with you. Out of the three of us, they'll be like, he didn't kill nobody. Like he's definitely like he was like he probably a good away car, but he definitely knew.
That's exactly what we were talking about before we went on the air tonight. We were saying how because he's in a wheelchair, people just assume he's a nice guy.
Yeah,
and you and I have talked about it. We both know somebody who's deaf, and when we first got to know this guy, we just assumed because he's deaf, you feel sorry for him. So you're nice to him. You just assume he's a sweet guy. This guy turned out to be a real fucking asshole.
Dick. He's like, I'm glad
you can't hear.
I learned in high school. He's like, I'm glad I can't hear you. I was in the gym. I used to go work out, and there was this guy he was in the wheelchair in the gym. And every time I would go talk to him, he was like one of my favorite people to talk to. And then he was like, man, how you expect us to work out when all these women just in here looking like this? And like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm like, you should look. It was like, who gonna put you on social media? Like, who's gonna be like, oh, this creepy dude in the wheelchair been staring at me? Like, let that motherfucker in the wheelchair stare at you. Okay,
That sound good. So you get canceled. They take away all.
You can't cancel the dude in the wheelchair. You can't cancel a dude in the wheelchair. That's just you wrong.
I gotta go out of my way to get canceled.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. We were saying how much we love the city because in the city they don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Out here, I get apologized to. Both doors open. I'm like, I'm not that big, yo. Relax.
Wow.
And then when I'm in the city, like, yo, get the fuck out the way,
That's
wheelchair guy. Move, wheelchair guy. You
going so slow. Oh, somebody help this man on this rim.
Memorial Day is the worst because that's when everybody's opening doors for me.
Opening doors.
And what do you do? What do you say? Hey, well, actually, I'm not a vet. You say, all right, thank you. And you
like people.
All the time.
Like, hey, would you?
I get it all the time. Oh, well, you know what? I haven't.
Guard tonight for the.
I have to show Ivory. I hit all these guys. So I have something. You know, I'm also disabled. Me and Sean have something in common.
Show it to me. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Give me. I'm into all that stuff.
They got full rotation on it too.
What's that? Showed me his calf, ladies and gentlemen. That was wow. Talk about an icebreaker. look at this. He put his Nikes on the table.
Nike Monarchs too. Yeah. Got the Monarchs.
The old man sneakers. Yeah, I'm an old dad. Yeah.
What happened?
And they're dirty too.
Well,
Yeah.
Like, how you athletic?
What are you doing, yo? I'm married. That thing should be clean as fuck, man.
I'm married. I'm bald and I'm fat, man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You want it. Once you got married, it's like I don't need to win no more.
That's
I
right.
don't need to win no more.
He's so mobile, though. Like I forget. Like when we had to walk all these stairs at Jones Beach, man, and he looked he was in pain from it. And I forget. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. Until I shoved my stump up his ass. Then
he's like, hey, fuck face.
That's happy.
What took you so long?
And then the other guy was like, you fucking. It was just the three of us. He's such a fucking dick.
And I said, fuck you. And he said, what?
You heard me, motherfucker.
Your deaf guy talking down. Yeah.
It's almost like
I don't know how you must have practiced that shit, but it's down. Do it again, yo. Do it again.
It's not cool, man.
Don't worry, he won't hear it.
You're gonna get canceled, motherfucker.
He might be listening right now, reading the
transcript. I can't believe you said that. I'm reading the closed caption, motherfucker.
Until it comes out on Braille, he's gonna fuck you up, yo.
That's blind. That's blind.
All right, you're right.
You should be ashamed of yourself, not knowing the difference.
I'm only worried about my handicap category. I'm only worried about my handicap category. All right.
So now,
Oh my God.
I and we were talking about you before that. I always tease people when they ask me what happened. I always say shark.
Wait, stop, because I was going to ask if you was one of the 15 whites that went to the beach and got bit by white sharks this year.
Well, it wasn't this year.
Could have definitely.
yes.
Every year, white
Every
people
year
get bit by
they
sharks.
keep going out. I don't understand.
Yeah, they're very
Why
stupid.
the fuck sharks only bite you guys?
I thought I saw a shark fin
Glad
out
we
there.
ain't
I
going that
wasn't
deep
sure.
in water.
Yeah, do you guys go in the water? Do you guys swim?
You did not watch the Montgomery, Alabama.
I don't know what I'm even talking about, dude.
Swim across. It was like we
I love how racist this is. I love how racist this is getting.
This is
Dude, I saw guys carrying chairs around for weeks.
It was
I was like, oh shit, if I saw a guy with a chair, I was like, all right, cool, man.
the biggest thing I loved about it was that when the black dude
I'm from
swam
Brentwood,
across,
motherfucker.
the racist white people saw him swimming, and it's almost like, holy shit, they can swim now. Like,
That was the dude.
it's like we fucked up.
Without
never-
that dude, the guy who dove in swimming,
Yeah.
that story wouldn't have been as great. That
Yeah.
guy fucking jumping.
And y'all used to
And
control
he's got
us.
this-
Y'all
yeah,
used to
he's on.
control
I was
us when we was on y'all boats back
Yeah,
in the day.
but no, bro.
Yeah, man.
Y'all used to be able to control us with chains
best
and
is
shit
when
on
they
your
went
boats. Like,
The best was
Who
they
would've
went
thought?
back to the
So,
boat.
yeah.
And they're like, yo,
who would have thought all we needed?
It was
Please let us go.
Look, when they got back to the boat, there was
What's gonna happen?
there was a huge black dude walking into the boat, and no lie, I know they had to be scared because I would have been scared too. Big black dude, and when the boat was trying to drift away, he put his hands on it and pulled it back,
No.
and they all was like, "Yeah, we fucked this up. We fucked up bad." Like it was
Johnny
the,
and Jimmy, why'd you have to jump on this
it was like that was the one. Yeah,
Who would have thought all we
like you
needed
make
was
these
a
niggas
folding
swim.
chair to end slavery? You know? We could have ended that shit a lot
That's
earlier.
why it
If
wasn't.
we only had folding chairs back in the day,
Folding chairs
none
and
of this.
slavery.
You
No.
would not have took us from
The
Africa.
black, a
Nothing.
black person invented the folding chair. Like, he's like, I got a weapon for y'all ass. This is not even going. It's a black
shit was
invention. Like,
crazy.
it just,
If they would have kept it
Instead of
one-on-one, it would have just been
It would've
over.
been fine.
It was those
Yeah.
other guys that
it
jumped
was.
in.
It was when they jumped that became the problem.
That's
That
when it was
like-
a problem, and everybody came out.
That's the reason why nobody got mad at the black people. They were like, no.
Nah,
Right,
yeah,
That's why it really
You
didn't
can't
blow up as
watch it.
bad. Right.
You can't watch it and deny what you see with your own eyes.
Somebody argued. They were like, "How would you feel if they jumped if they was a bunch of white people jumping the black dude?" And somebody was like, "You mean what they did 5 minutes prior to this?" Like, it was like this is not this. Oh, it was beautiful.
We got a lot of footage.
Oh,
Don't you remember
Montgomery.
Rodney King? Like,
Yeah,
I remember
yeah,
Rodney
yeah,
King.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that shit.
I remember that. That was fucking. These are crazy times, man.
I was a kid
Yeah.
during that time. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, it's good.
Child.
Yeah, good.
I just knew that comedians made jokes about it. And I'm like, well, Rodney King got his ass fucked up.
Yep, got his ass whipped, got rich,
Then I
got
saw
drunk,
earlier.
got hooked, and
And
died.
then died.
Now he's dead, yeah.
Yeah.
I hope he fucked a lot of white girls before he died.
I bet he did.
That's what I'm talking about.
He took it all out on him.
He was just nutting him, saying, "Can we all get along? Can we all get along?"
He took it all out on him. He angry banged him.
As you should.
Yeah.
What's your input on this racist shit, yo?
I heard he started.
Joey's uncomfortable.
What's your input on this racist shit?
Joey is uncomfortable.
Joey's
I could just
it's
walk
3 to
out.
3, yo. You just leaving them 2 guys up.
I'll tell you guys the truth, all right?
Well, you set that up. For the beard ain't help.
For the last,
I'll tell you guys the truth, right? I fucking hate all of it.
Tell you guys.
I'm in Massapequa. We don't let you guys in.
Yeah, you know.
for the last 10 minutes, I want to put my wallet in my pocket, but I'm afraid to do it.
Because then we know you got
It's sitting over here.
You want to put it away, but you don't want to make it obvious.
I just want to put it in my pocket, but it's not.
That's a thick wallet, too. That's a thick wallet.
It doesn't mean anything. I just want to put it in my pocket.
He's like, no, I want to leave, but I don't want to leave.
As he put it in his pocket, though, did you notice that?
That was his way.
That was a beautiful way to sneak it into your body.
But the truth is, it's nothing personal, you know.
Like you only got 50-cent pieces in there.
I just
we'll just rob you when this is over.
And then the other thing is,
I'm not gonna rob you. I'm a nice guy.
You're talking about cookouts, right? You're talking about cookouts.
Talking about cookouts.
Growing up in Levittown, that's what my dad used to do.
Okay. Oh shit!
He'd invite everybody over, tell them everybody it was like potluck dinner. They bring over steaks and they bring over all this good food, right? Like top of the line sausages, whatever, right? And what my dad would do is get everybody drunk. And they'd serve them hot dogs and hamburgers and put the steaks and shit in the freezer. For them.
That's what I'm talking about.
Everybody would fill up on hot dogs and hamburgers.
And they forget about the steak.
And they forget about all the good shit, and then we have it for the rest of the month.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
So what I'm understanding is white people love steaks that they cook out.
Oh, I love steak.
Okay.
I love steak at my
Have you
cookout.
had a steak at y'all cookout?
Yes.
Man, I must have been poor.
Yeah, where you from, bro? Georgia down south, ain't you?
I'm from Georgia. We had
You
ribs.
see, that's that
ribs.
Georgia shit.
Ribs, right.
Ribs was
Yeah,
like
ribs.
the forsaken part. It was like
But y'all got cows right there. That's
Yeah, bro,
bro,
but
shit
niggas
like
ain't
that.
bring
Like
you
I'm not.
They're
steaks.
too busy.
we don't trust you
befriending
with
the
a
cows.
steak. We're not giving you a steak. Like no, that steak is for the family. That's for everybody. That's exclusively for the house. Like, that's not even.
Wow,
yeah,
really?
yeah.
So y'all just give out
No.
chitlins and shit now.
Dude,
so.
first of all, chitlins are delicious. Don't do that. All right,
You're not gonna win this. You're not gonna sit here with that country shit.
Yo, I'm sorry.
You guys like
You're
the
not
collard greens and all that
I
shit?
love
This guy
collard
probably
When I was in the
eats
South,
chitlins
I
and
had,
don't eat ass. Like,
You know how much
I
hot
was
sauce?
like Georgia and North Carolina.
greens. Little collard greens, some little
Eat chitlins
little
but not
vinegar.
pussy. That shit
No,
ridiculous.
that shit was
That's the
stupid.
same thing. They got black eyes with waves but can't swim.
What the
Like,
fuck?
how?
Hey, first of all, bro, we don't have. Okay, first of all, let me get this
Damn,
out
this
there.
is black on black crime right
black
now.
on black crime.
This is
Where I'm
black.
from.
The white guys just sit to
this
the
is
side
okay.
now. Like,
Y'all
this shit's
know.
about to
Let
get
them do it.
pussy.
Let's see what happens.
Let me tell you
Any
something.
second, they're gonna shoot each other.
Let me tell you the wildest thing ever. Growing up, we had one community pool, and no black people went to this pool because we were all told we're not allowed at this pool.
Come on.
Like, that's-
Wow, in
like it's
Georgia?
a for real thing. Like it's like people.
How
like,
old are you?
I'm 32.
Come on.
Like that's like a legit pool in my mama hometown where my mama live at right now. There's a whole pool, and to this day, I have never seen a black kid in this pool.
Really, to this day?
In all
To this day.
seriousness,
In
yeah,
all
that's
serious-
fucked up.
And that's
man.
like that's why people are like you don't know how to swim, but like we don't have water to go swim in.
Y'all still
like,
got
this-
colored only water fountains down there?
Bro, no, they got. I 100% want to go. You know, on them antique shows, and they'll be like, "Oh, go find the things." I want to go do that because I really want to go find a classic, original white only sign. I really want one. They got to be around. There's nobody think through. Somebody
How
think
much
throw
you think they
them
worth?
away.
He got
Bro,
one.
exactly.
I was just about to say that.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's got to be.
Joey's like, I got 5 of
I
them
got
in my
one for
garage.
sale.
No, man,
I got one for sale.
I grew up in Levittown. Okay.
Yeah, you keep
I
saying
never.
that.
I don't know how to. I don't know how to swim either.
Levittown got some dark history.
I
don't know if it's dark.
I don't know how to swim.
You don't know how to swim either.
No, we used to go through the sprinkler. We didn't have no money.
See, that's
for
what I'm
pools.
saying. Like, it was all the water was waist height.
Well, let me share this with you. I'm
Okay.
a little bit older
Swim.
than you. And the neighborhood I grew up in, we didn't have any swimming pools. But what we did have, what would come around maybe once a month, every 2 months when it was hot, was called the Swimmobile.
What?
And what it was a truck that had the back of the truck was almost like a cargo container that was cut in half. And it went from like 1 feet all the way up to about 5 feet.
Oh, wow.
And it would fill it up with water from the fire hydrant.
I have never
right
heard
there
of
next
this.
to the park.
Oh,
And
no,
they
we
would
didn't do that.
They would use what do you call it, like box, like the chlorine.
Where was
they would
this?
pour a box of chlorine powder in the shit. We'd have to wait about 2 hours before we could get into the pool.
Are you on crack right now that you're delusional?
Look at the
That's
swim.
why you got like-
Where was
Every
Every time I tell that story, people like, get the fuck.
Where did you grow up?
And then when they
Where
look
did
at
you
the
grow up?
swim
I
mobile,
wanna know where you
like,
grow
bro,
up.
I grew up in Flushing, Queens, Parsons Boulevard.
That sounds like
Marcy
New York.
Boulevard,
That sounds like
Jay-Z?
No, Flushing.
Oh, Flushing.
Yeah, Parsons Boulevard.
Oh, Parsons
Yeah.
Boulevard.
That sounds
Look
like
up, look up the swim
Yeah,
mobile.
you try to hit that black market, you miss.
Yeah.
I know it's you,
He's from Marcy.
You missed that black market.
a lot of more black fans.
What the fuck was that, yo?
I'm one of you. I'm one of you, motherfuckers.
You were way off.
God, they gonna bring it back.
You're on timeout. You're on black timeout for like 3 minutes, bro. You said Jay-Z. What the
He's
fuck?
from Marcy, Queen.
Yeah, but he said Flushing, Cleary Day.
Flushing, Queen.
He just heard Queens.
Holy shit.
He was
You
like,
know you missed it too, because you look confused like a motherfucker. Like, I should have kept that to
As I was
myself.
saying it out loud, I was like, did he say Marcy? And then I was
tell, it was
Brooklyn
like those
Queen.
big black lips. I
Holy
can't hear the
shit.
pronunciation.
Don't do that.
I want to read the comments to that one, yo. You gotta get bombed for that one.
Is anybody commenting on any of this stuff?
I'm gonna be honest with you. People be
honestly,
like, this
look at the
podcast got
Swimmo
different
bill.
when the
The
black guy
Swimmo
showed
bill.
up.
They brought those
got some
all,
flavor.
all black neighborhoods throughout the 5 boroughs. You'll see pictures of the Swimmo.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we didn't have like
Yeah.
fire hydrants.
Mobile. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I never
We didn't
heard
have
of that.
fire hydrants, so like in order for us to get like wild water, you had to go to a creek or something.
Wow,
But
man.
I grew up in Amityville, and we went out of our way to go to the white
De
people
La
pool.
Soul.
God damn, yo, what the?
He was waiting for
We was
another one.
waiting. Wait till they name another town.
He's gonna stand up. He's gonna stand up. I'm black and I'm proud.
Wait till they name another
Hold it up.
town.
Just Google Swimmobile NYC.
That's
And
the
you will
truck.
see pictures from the 70s, 80s, and the 60s.
Wow. Do they still do it now?
Oh, no, don't do that shit. We know how disgusting
I
that is.
Never heard of that.
I had one time being there.
That's
You know,
Mobile Pete.
So
and you know you got the, like the,
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
the
yeah.
shitty kids in the
How-
neighborhood.
Yeah,
they
we
were
get a
like-
little closer.
There was,
How
once they
often-
got in there was like Band-Aids floating and shit.
How often would the Swimmobile come to the neighborhood?
So it's like an
It
ice
would
cream
come
truck.
maybe about 3 times every summer.
So it's like an ice
So
cream
it'd be
truck.
like it'd be like May.
It was like an ice
July,
cream
and then,
truck?
like, at August
and it
what
was
have you.
it was this was like something they just did that came to town. Everybody
Yeah, it
just
was
swim.
announced like
I just
you know, the
assumed-
neighborhood knew.
but how did
you
they-
know,
I
the
just
Swimmo
assumed
bill
y'all
was
broke the
coming.
fire hydrant. Like I saw this in all. I saw Jay-Z
Yeah,
music
but you
videos.
can't swim
I just-
in the street.
What that's what I'm saying. I
That's
didn't
a
know y'all
sprinkler.
had opportunity to like
Yeah.
float. I didn't know that.
Did you have to pay to get on? How'd the guy make
No,
money?
it was free. It's sponsored by the city.
Oh, the city obviously set it up.
So
Oh,
why they
wow.
would bring it around. And the
Wow.
truck would come and you're excited. Then they open up the fire hydrant and start pouring the water. Then they take these big boxes of chlorine and start pouring it in there.
Holy
and you knew from last year, you wait because if you get in too soon,
You're gonna burn.
You're gonna fucking burn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
They were
Burn
trying
your
to
eyes,
ice everything,
your whole
yeah.
body.
Oh wow.
Wow, man.
Yeah,
Had no
it was
idea,
brutal.
man. Had no idea.
We splashed in that motherfucker. Had some good.
Did
ass,
you ever get
had
that
some
in
good times.
Amityville?
Fuck no, we didn't get that in Amityville.
We paid taxes in Amityville. We had a pool.
We used the pool, motherfucker.
We had a pool that we would jump in too early. The season didn't even start. We would climb the fence and jump in the green algae and shit like that, yo.
I see the gauges
That
of
shit was
black. The person
disgusting.
is one black kid never got in the water. He got a mobile one.
Yeah,
So you got to
right.
live.
There's
Look,
levels.
yes,
Yeah,
levels to
we've seen
this.
levels.
We had swimmobiles during Hurricane Gloria
Okay.
and Hurricane Sandy. There was a lot
Really?
of swimmobiles. Yeah, a lot of cars underwater.
Oh,
That was a beautiful setup, man. That was a beautiful setup.
Well done, Joey Petroni.
Beautiful setup. Pop the trunk, you know. I mean,
Sucker.
I ain't waiting for no swimmobile. Just wait for a hurricane, man.
Wait for a hurricane.
Your chances are the same, right?
Go in your
Pretty
basement.
much. Yeah, right. Especially if you live in Roseville, Queens, you could swim. Especially on Friday and Saturday. I seen people swimming.
Dang.
Mhm. Southern State.
I live on top of a hill. I was actually kind of comfortable.
You said that like a proud black man.
I did
I
feel
lived
that
on
way.
top of
You
the
definitely
hill.
about that
I
hill.
looked down on all you motherfuckers.
Look at
In Georgia?
Look at him. Oh, this is what it felt like.
This would it feel like.
You would whip it out and pee on them.
Over the shoulder? Like, what was that? You know?
That's another story.
Once you go black, you know.
Not this one.
Just whip it out.
Not this
Not
one.
this one. This one gonna make you feel real regular.
Real regular.
I'm like, oh, really?
Not me. So I don't know about
look,
that.
bro, you keep that. Hey.
Yeah, I'm 6'3".
You see, I'm not.
It is what it is.
It's equivalent to your size. Don't just.
I know.
If I roll around naked, I might roll my shit over, yo.
Shit the fuck out.
He's like sometimes in corner spokes.
But that's a stereotype. That's a stereotype. That's a lot of pressure. It is a lot of pressure. It is a lot of pressure. Like you understand. You understand? When I was in the military, a lot of white girls would be like, "You're the first black dude with."
Yeah.
And they'll look at it like, "It is pretty big." I'm like, "It's not that. It's not what you think it is. This is not."
So you had to throw a disclaimer out
I don't know.
before you
I because they be expecting like a 10 or 11. I'm like, look, if I had 10 or 11, I would not be in the fucking military. I'll be in movies right now. Like I'll just POVs. You don't need to see this face.
All I know is that Laura Patton, she's very happy every time she's been with you.
That's not wow.
So that's how he got that.
The guy's eyes light up too, yo.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
He's like, don't say that about my light skin queen.
That's been my time.
You better not be talking bad about me.
You're supposed to come in. I feel like you in your water now. I'm like, man, I gotta go pee. If I leave,
I gotta go too, man. But I'm afraid. Should I take my bag with me?
Me too. Dude, I'm 11. I'm like,
he says a joke and then he grabs his stuff.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
He says a joke and then he grabs his stuff.
You guys can steal my fake leather vest if you want.
What?
Nah, I'm vest?
Yeah, it's in here.
We do it for
I got a good day job.
Crack it out. Come on, let's see this vest.
Joey Petroni's a biker.
You got it folded up nice and neat.
I don't mind wrinkled. Fuck the irons, you know.
Oh shit!
Oh, you in a biker gang?
He's one of the pagans.
Yeah.
He's part of the pagan biker gang.
Pagans or pagans?
Got a nice tag.
That's him. He's in the pagans. Do you ride bikes?
That's what he uses nub for.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break you in tonight.
So you
so
obviously ride
try
bikes.
it. And a brand new black shirt.
That's
nice.
So you ride bikes, or you just go to bars? And
no, I have a Harley Davidson at home.
Oh shit. Oh, you're white.
What about you guys? You guys got bikes?
Got Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
I wish I always wanted to have a Harley. One of my things I always wanted to ride.
Yeah, we ain't asked you what you wanted. Do you drive a Prius now?
No, I got a Jeep.
You like a Prius guy?
I do not.
He does not. Dude. You know you got a hatchback or something, right?
A hatchback?
Yeah, you got something.
A Subaru.
I have like that.
You drive a Dyson car.
I'm gonna show you guys how. Hey Don, I'm gonna go use the bathroom. I'm gonna show you guys how much I trust you.
Okay, real. Oh,
wow.
Look at that.
I'm gonna put a 20 in it for you. How about
that? Stupid. Yeah, now you want to take stupid.
See, I know they're gonna bring us back in February, right? No, they're gonna bring it back Juneteenth.
Juneteenth
will be back before that.
No, we got Kwanzaa coming up. We got
Kwanzaa.
Since you brought it up, what are the 5 days of Kwanzaa?
What do you mean? They're named? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? I have no idea.
I don't even know.
There's a lot of depth when it comes to Kwanzaa. You look it up.
There's a lot of what?
Depth.
Depth.
Each day has a different name which represents something.
I don't know how to say them, but I know one of them start with an O.
Oh shit!
Aren't there like
I was gonna say Oreo.
Wow.
Damn.
That's him when he dates white bitches. That's
Oh shit!
I don't know what's gotten into me tonight.
You're just loving it.
I think it's Sean. He's a bad influence.
I'm a bad influence. I'm just saying. I'm a nice wheelchair guy.
Him in his wheelchair.
Yeah, you ain't nice.
I'm an innocent wheelchair guy.
This guy acts super innocent and shit. Yeah, one time we did a show upstate, right? I come out in the hallway. This guy got a big, thick prostitute sitting on his face, rolling on the fucking hallway.
Nice.
I'm like, Sean, what are you doing? He said, mind your business. This is Meals on Wheels.
That was a good night.
He's my idol, man.
That was a good night.
I was like, this guy's good, man.
And she only charged me half price.
And you ate it like groceries. She charged you her price. Like, he took me back to my destination.
You know, see that?
God, it was a good night. Yeah, we gotta go back upstate.
We
gotta go back upstate, yo.
I'm going with you guys.
Yeah.
It's nice up there. Trump country.
You gotta be half.
All I gotta do is wear MAGA hats.
25% good for you, huh?
That's fine.
You can take it too. You can throw that stump right inside her.
Like a puppet. So you're right, spinning around a little bit.
I personally got to go. My wife is out there. I want to make sure she's okay.
Oh no, we just talk about
Ivory, dude. It was awesome, man.
It was a pleasure.
Absolutely.
It was a pleasure rocking with you, Jay. Pleasure rocking with you, Sean. Guys.
This is fun.
Well, you know what?
Nice.
Quickly, before you go, let's all take a turn. Tell where we can find you guys, what you got coming up.
Cool.
Let Ivory go
I'll
first
since I'm
before his
getting out
wife
of
kicks his ass.
This Saturday, I will be at the Stand Comedy Club, 6 p.m. show, and probably back here at Governor's on Sunday. So
Nice.
come on out. The main thing is, follow me on Ivory Fields Comedy on Instagram. Link up, rock out, have some fun, and I'm done.
Nice.
Awesome, man. Ivory. Good stuff.
All right, now, you may as well. Well, actually, Sean should go because nobody can get through with Sean in the way.
Black guy named Ivory.
Sean, go ahead. What do you got?
I'm being McGuire's on October 20th.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. They're gonna let me rock out for a little while. So, also you can follow me on Instagram on Sean Full of Jokes. That's SEAN. Spelled like a white guy. So.
Thank God we got rid of one. We got another white guy back. Thank God.
The number and they trying to fill us out.
I'm not as white as Ivory.
Okay, was that it? Was that everything?
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right, JJ, what do you got?
You can follow me on Instagram. It's on the JJ Curry. And I'm on the road, so I'm in Tampa, Florida from October 13th through the 17th or something like that. It's Wednesday through Sunday.
Nice.
And then
So when you're going on the road, is that like the parole officer allows that?
No. I'm a vet, sir. I had never been in handcuffs in a bad way. So thank you.
You know how big it is? You just got to laugh from that.
I know. I appreciate it. It was a good laugh too. I was like, that touched your soul.
I just saw him do a set, man.
Thank you,
man.
man.
Funny, man.
Thank you, brother.
Real
nice.
Hey, so that proved you. So come see me at Port Charlotte in Florida, and then I'm also doing Side Splitters in Tampa for the rest of the weekend.
Very nice.
Very good. JJ.
Very nice.
I do have a pee though.
What's that? Oh, you got to pee?
Go pee.
Yeah.
Can't you just reach from here?
This 7 inches ain't that good.
So Urban Night's over, so I'm gonna check one out too.
Urban Night's over. Care, brother. Does it beep when you go back? When you go backwards?
Good stuff, man.
Sean, thanks, man. That was a
care,
lot of fun. All right.
Joey Cola in the house.
Joey
You
Cola.
still taping everything?
We're still going,
live
yeah.
on the
We're
air.
live.
Come over there?
Yeah.
Should I go over there? Yeah, you hanging out?
Yeah.
Come over
Patroni's
there.
staying. All right.
Very nice.
Are we live now?
We are live, my friend.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Am I on a camera?
Yeah, of course you are.
Which, this one?
Yes, the one right in front of you. Yes.
Oh, okay, good. Oh, look at that. Okay, perfect.
Yep, got a nice shot of you.
I just had a nice set in there. It's nice. It's like 100 comics going on tonight. The place is full. And we raised money for a good cause tonight. That's the main
Yes,
thing.
we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
It's tough, that cause, right? That's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a tough one when you see something like that. You know, it's cause and effect. But you know, I'm involved in like 32 different charities, and I started. You know, Rosie, when I worked with Rosie, she taught me how to do a lot of real good charity work. I'll tell you a story about Rosie. I was warming up her show because I've been doing warm up for TV shows. This year it'd be 30 years.
Wow.
I'm with Drew Barrymore now, and then stand up for 43. So one day I go into the 30 Rock where we were shooting the show, and she's like, you know, all disheveled and everything. So I go, hey, Hotshot, because I know her from the clubs.
Right.
I go, hey, Hotshot, were you out in Broadway last night? Joe Allen's hanging out with your friends? She goes, no. I couldn't sleep, so I went to Sloan Kettering and wrote checks in the middle of the night.
Wow.
That's what she did.
Wow.
She would write 10
She's
grand,
very-
20 grand. You know, so I learned what real charity is from Rosie. So
Yeah, God bless her, man.
yeah, so that's why I'm involved in many different charities. Guardian Brain Foundation. This woman, Mary Pilata, she still does shows here, here in the brokerage, and I'm on the board of that with the Guardian Brain because she saw me. She came to the Rosie show and she saw me on the train on the way home, and she said, "Hey, Joey, can I ask you a question?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Would you be able to do a benefit? My brother just died, and my sister-in-law and his kids have to sell the house because the life insurance didn't kick in. So what happened?" They said, I don't want to mention the name of the life insurance company, but when the life insurance company called them, they said, does your husband smoke? And he said an occasional cigar.
Right.
And that was enough to negate
Wow.
the life insurance. So they were broke.
Wow, that's
so
messed
I went
up.
over to the brokerage, and Gary owned it at the time. I said, can we do a benefit here? He said, sure, whatever you want. $20 a head times 200 people. It was $4,000. I put it in a rubber band. I gave it to her, and that was the beginning of Guardian Brain Foundation.
Wow.
That was 22 years ago. Since then, we've raised just over $3.5 million. Wow. For
Very
people
cool.
with brain injuries. So when I do a thing like this tonight, and you see people coming out for a good cause, you're just happy you're able to make them laugh.
Yep.
On the other end of the tragedy that they felt,
Right.
God bless.
and
Joey
you're-
Cola, everybody.
I mean, you're what 10 minutes, 15 minutes away. So I mean, so it really does. It goes a long way to just drive for 15 minutes and do a set, and it really does means a lot to them.
It's actually worth it for me to just come here and see you with the headset on, so you look like a helicopter pilot. That was worth it to me right there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I didn't see everybody else. We have to do this. We're slumming it.
Yes.
But you, my friend, you could land something.
You don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to do anything with me at the helm like that. I would not advise that at all.
I did. You brought up Drew Barrymore, and she's been in the news lately over the strike stuff.
Yeah.
What's your take on that?
Well, I'll just tell you what we did. We've been on hiatus since in the middle of April, and then we were coming back, and then she pretty much, it's self-explanatory. She said that she made the decision to come back to work.
Right.
So I'm a SAG-AFTRA member, but I have there's something called the network code, where there's a loophole if you have a variety show or a talk show or anything like that.
Right, yeah.
Then I'm allowed to go back to work. And my EIC, as a matter of fact, I called the union, and they said, just go on the website. There's a thing that explains the network code. So I got it, and I took a picture of it just to make sure. And all the people at the show said, yeah, you're clear to go. So we just did 6 shows, and then she said, no, I'm not doing it anymore. So we've been
because she
off.
caught a lot of flack, unfortunately.
A lot of pushback. They attacked her.
Yeah, she's a good person, So I mean, she got caught up in whatever. I don't really know, what went on with that. But
so
we go
SAG's
back in October, because the writers' strike.
The writers is over, but the SAG is still going on.
SAG is still going, but they, like I said, the union encourages people, if you're under the network code, to work. So the talk shows, variety shows, game shows, like that, you're allowed to work. I'm very supportive of my union. Always have been, always will be. I'm SAG-AFTRA strong. However, I got a feeling that they're going to talk soon too, because the Writers Guild is the one they had to iron out, and I think we're going to be not far behind.
They'll follow behind,
and
yeah.
then before the United Auto Workers are going to be behind us, and hopefully everybody will settle, and then the people that are striking over at All American will be able to serve hamburgers again. And then
whoa, dear, don't do that to me.
at Carvel
Striking All American. That's my worst nightmare. You can take one of my kids before striking an All American. What the?
The writers is one thing, but don't touch the burgers.
That's right.
That and Uncle Giuseppe's. Uncle Giuseppe's.
Yeah, Uncle Giuseppe's. That's the best supermarket
Yeah,
ever, man.
Buy some mozzarella. And my wife, I just got on stage and I was telling people, we have a big Italian audience tonight, and my wife made chicken cutlets. She baked them today. And we had spaghetti squash. People at home, see how hard they're laughing, because they know that's not the way it's done.
That's right.
It's just not the way it's done.
Exactly.
You've got to fry. You take a chicken cutlet. First of all, you beat it up. You beat the shit out of it, and it's got to go flour, egg, seasoned breadcrumb with cheese in the breadcrumb.
Yes. Right.
Fry it in a frying pan in olive oil. Then take it out. That's where you
get me hungry. You're making me hungry.
I know. I didn't have dinner, man.
Then you throw it on a thing. You throw some tomato sauce on, mozzarella, back in the oven, fry that, and boil some water and get real spaghetti with a sauce that's been sitting there all day. It's a marinara. It's not a meat sauce. It's a marinara sauce. But that's what I wanted today.
That is the genius of Joey Kohler. He basically just told you how to cook chicken, and he made it freaking funny. Who does that?
Do you? When's the last time you had sauce in a jar, like from the supermarket?
And do you call it sauce?
I call it sauce. Not gravy, and
Right.
I don't think I've ever had sauce in a jar. I mean,
Yeah.
you'd get you think you could lose a finger.
I know, man. I think Benny Rizzuti one time saw me with sauce in the jar. He was flipping out. He's like, "What the fuck is that? What is that? I mean, what? I'm gonna make dinner tonight with that."
You know, you got an I on the end of your last name.
Yeah.
You know, so
Cans, man.
you
Cans.
gotta. I mean, what's the hard? You take a can and just turn on the flame underneath for a little while.
Yeah.
It's some garlic.
And it's so much better at homemade sauce.
It's so much better. You know, the jar sauce. Last jar sauce I had was Steve Sharippa had his sauce out for a while, and I traveled with these
he makes
guys.
his own
We're
sauce.
doing Peekskill next week.
Nice.
Wow.
Next next Saturday, the Paramount Theater in Peekskill. We got the Paramount in
December
Huntington coming up.
10th.
December 10th.
I
is
got my
coming up.
tickets.
Oh, the
You got
Paramount
it
here?
already?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bought them today.
Yeah, and then we got Montclair, New Jersey, coming up to the Wilmot. So we got a bunch of dates coming up. We're also going to Phoenix and California and Detroit and everywhere. So I've been working with those guys a long time. So,
Yeah, you're down with the.
Yeah, and I'm also doing a comedy seminar here, October
Yes.
27th. A lot of young comics ask me, "Hey man," they call me, "Tell me how to do this and tell me how to do that. Tell me how to book your calendar." It's a simple, what used to be simple.
Right, all those do's and don'ts.
Yeah, they don't know how to do it now. They text each other and they don't know how the conversation should go. And so I'm going to talk about 43 years I'm doing this now.
Yeah.
And I started right in this room. The Brokerage East Side Comedy Club. And I'm going to I'm just going to talk about my career and how even today, how it still works. The nuts and bolts of how you book your calendar, how you write a joke, how you live your life on the road, how to keep going so that you can last in this game for a while.
Right.
Luckily, between warm-up and stand-up, which is basically the same thing, but warm-up's much harder.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, you've seen.
I've seen you do, sitcoms and talk shows.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's-
right, yeah.
And
So-
even that's, there's differences between
It's
those.
very hard. It's
Yeah.
like warm-up is like the Green Berets of stand-up. you know?
Absolutely, yeah.
It's very hard, but I wanted to I decided 30 years ago when my kids were born and everything. I said I don't want to go on the road. I used to do the road a lot.
Right.
But I said to myself, what do you want to do? Do you want to get a pension and a medical and a steady paycheck and you stay home? I sleep in my own bed at night.
Right.
Or do you want to go all over the country and Canada and everything, which I was doing. And I enjoyed the road, but you can't really raise a family on a road.
Yeah, it's tough.
I just
Tough
wanted to be a
life.
good father and husband before I wanted to be a good comedian.
That's
and
what's really
luckily,
important.
knock on
Yeah.
wood, to look back.
That's the real important.
Yeah.
That's what's really important.
And to look back, that's what happened. And you guys both know I'm a very spiritual guy. I say
Yes.
my prayers. I talk to the man upstairs. That's why I wear this. It reminds me, that I'm not in control and something bigger than us is. So, a lot of times you look back. When you look back on your life, you go, man, I want this to happen. I want this to happen. Well, if you look back and you go, holy crap, that happened and that happened and that happened, and it happened in a better way than I could have wished for.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
I
Yep,
mean, there was
it's true.
bad and good with it, but the way it unfolded was really magical. So so I have full confidence in that the future is going to lay out magically too. And if it doesn't and I die in 5 minutes, that's fine too, because we're all going. I mean,
Right. And once you're gone, you
we're all
can't do
done.
anything. So.
Yeah. So.
Will you be taking? I'm sorry. Will you be taking questions on October 27th?
Yeah, totally. I'm gonna bring stuff. It's gonna be a visual thing, not too much video. It's gonna be mostly talking.
Yeah.
But I got I decoupaged and I got all my.
What was that word?
Decoupaged.
Hicksville education,
there
man.
you go.
That
I got all my ads and stuff. I put it on a big board and everything.
Oh, cool.
All my stuff that I've done. The Pat Sajak Show, the Tonight Show, Chuckles, East Side, all that stuff is on a board. And I'm gonna show this is what you got to do. So my wife would have been was kind of like, hey, why don't you get rid of all that shit? I said, no, this is my life. This is my life. So
take care. You're
so
the best.
So I'm going to show people this is what your life has to be.
Right.
You have to, like that the newspaper article in the Newsday. Hey, Joey's going to be at Chuckles. So I turn the page, throw it away. No, I cut them out because that weekend at Chuckles was part of the building blocks that made me who I am today.
Sure. It's part of the journey.
Yeah.
Right.
So I kept it all, and I'm making these artful things to bring to this when I do my little symposium, dissertation, seminar.
Like
you
a
might
lot of
say.
times in the career, you're always looking forward, going forward. When you do take the time to reflect back, that must be really cathartic, and you must say to yourself, "Holy shit, I did all these things."
Yeah, major league, and just things that happened in life for me. Like after my mother died, I was out in L.A., and John Mulrooney and Rich Jenny and Steve-O, a friend of mine, not the jackass Steve-O, another guy.
No, Steve-O, yeah. No.
His name is Steve Oakes now, but you know Steve.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they were instrumental in getting me back on stage. And actually, we went to have breakfast one morning, and my mother was, after she died, it's a tough story. It's a long story. I'll do it at the seminar. But anyway, after she died, she was a big fan of Barbra Streisand. So I happened to be in L.A. I'm trying to get my head together. I hadn't done stand-up in like over a month at that point. And I was on a bad track. You know what I mean? I was drinking NyQuil, like bottles of NyQuil.
Wow.
I was on a
Shit.
bad track.
Yeah.
So they take me out to breakfast. And who's sitting in the corner? Barbra Streisand, right there.
Wow.
So Mulrooney brings me over to her, and this guy's mother just died, and she was really nice to me. But little moments like that, piece together, a career. Like you go, there are magical moments in this, and it's within what you like to say is your own decisions. Like you got to make a lot of good decisions. You got to step on the right rocks. But in that decision-making process, you'll see the miracles happen if you give over and have faith in something that's bigger. Who the hell am I? No matter who, I've worked with the most famous people in the world. I know billionaires. I know big celebrities. None of them know what they're doing. Nobody knows what they're doing. Everybody has what they have by being blessed somehow, by grace. It's by grace. That's it. That's what I believe because I've seen it.
Right.
If I didn't believe it, me, I'm skeptical. I'd be like, you're full of crap. Are we allowed to curse on this?
Yeah.
So you're full of shit, right? And I tell people you're full of shit. Like I go to Home Depot the other day, and all I want is a filter for my 2.5-gallon shop vac, right? So you figure Home Depot's going to have it. It's a Craftsman. So I don't know. I used to get like Sears. I knew sells Craftsman, but there's no Sears anymore. So let me go to Home Depot. So I get a regular filter. It goes on with a rubber band, but it said this is good for a DeWalt or this and that and that. There's no Craftsman. Right? So I called the kid over, and I read the front of the package, the side of the package. I read every inch of that fucking package, right? So I say to the kid, who's been working there 7 days maybe, so I go, do you know if this will work on a Craftsman 2.5-gallon shop vac? He goes, no, let me see it, let me read it. So I say to him, don't you think I read it 10 times? And don't you think, you're 7 years old. I'm 62, you motherfucker. Don't you think I would have done that before? You think I missed a line? You think I missed the part where it said, oh, this works on Craftsman too, you fuck? So anyway, I get it, and I go, just give it back to me. I go up to the thing, and I go to buy it, and then my wife calls me, get a flower pot for the thing we want to transplant in the living room. So now I get the flower pot, and where is the code? What do you call that? The scan code?
Scan, yeah.
The
Yeah.
scan.
The
Right,
barcode.
where is
Barcode,
it?
yeah.
It's supposed to be on the bottom. Right? I walk up, and she goes, there's no scan thing here. There's no thing here. All right, well, you work here. I don't work here. I want to buy a product from your store. Oh no, you got to go back and get another one.
Yep.
I got to go back and get another one. You don't go back here. You don't have
Those
a guy
days are
waiting.
gone.
That's not
Right.
good customer
Yeah.
service at all.
No, it's the friggin' Home Depot. They're shit. So,
wow.
I saw Seinfeld talking to Stern recently where he said everything is a bit. Everything. Is it because you take the simplest things and you make it funny.
here
So
we
is
go.
that how you see things too?
I see some things aren't funny, but I'm always carrying a pad. Today, you want to see what I wrote today?
Yeah, this is awesome.
You gotta be on guard for everything. Whether you're flying, anything, you're buying a phone, a car, no matter what you get, no matter what you do, everything sucks. Everything sucks.
Did you
gotta
say
be on guard?
Are you saying
Fuck
God
you.
or guard?
Guard. You gotta be on
Okay.
guard.
Okay.
Especially if you're honest and gullible. So I got a new phone. I got the iPhone 14 now. I had the iPhone 8
That's
with
what I
the
have,
thing
yeah.
and the button, which I loved. But now you got to update it because apparently I have to film my sets to go viral on a thing with the TikTok shit, right? So now I bought a phone, and the guy goes, "Oh, don't worry, it's going to all transfer over." You know how many times I went back to Verizon on Sunrise Highway?
Yep.
6 times. And I go, "Listen, you motherfucker." Every time I go back, I go, "Excuse my language, but listen, you motherfucker, please. All I want is a phone. I just want to. Everybody's got one. We got one. Everybody got one.
He's got 2.
He's got 2. So I just want a fucking phone. Just make the fucking phone work. That's all you got to do. You work here where the phones are sold, right? Yeah. So where they're sold, you should know something about the phone." So he finally gets it after 6-7 times of going there. And what happens? They give me another phone line. They had to use another line that they charged me for. So I get the bill in the mail, and what the fuck is this? I got 2 lines now? Oh, yeah, by mistake, we charged you for 2 lines. I go, get rid of the first, get rid of the second fucking line. You know what my phone number is, asshole.
Wow. Yeah, it's such a pain in the ass getting a new phone because you got to update all your apps, everything. You got to transfer over your pictures, your phone numbers.
Everything you got to redo. Everything. I'd rather have, like as Richard Jenny used to say, a flaming porcupine up my ass than get a new phone again. A phone.
So what you're saying is you're switching to Verizon.
I did switch to Verizon because I had Verizon. Right. Then I went to T-Mobile. Right. It was shit. I couldn't get it. I couldn't be under the tower. I could be on the tower, up the ladder, and not get service. So now I switched back to Verizon, where now the service is great. I'm in the tunnel underground on the bottom of a volcano, and I can talk to him. That's great. But I have to do every app has got to be done over, everything. And now my wife and my daughter get mad at me, A, because I'm too slow. I don't know how to... God forbid you don't respond to a text. Within a split second, there's something wrong. Either I'm having another heart attack, or I don't like you for some reason. No, I'm trying to type. I never learned typing. I'm a fucking old school. I peck and do this shit.
Right, yeah.
So you got to get back to him right away, or there's something wrong. What's wrong with Dad? Dad's trying to find the L. Okay, I'm just trying to find L on here. That's all, or the T, or what other fucking. You know, this is another stuff. Why aren't the letters A, B, C, D, E?
I've always wondered that myself.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know if they invented that.
Maybe it's just for the old school typing. It was just the more common letters were easier to reach on the fingers.
I think that's what it is.
I'm a little excited. I got my Uncle Angelo's fig tree, and because he died, and I went and got it from his yard in Queens. And there's a lot of figs, but I like the figs a lot. So when they're ripened and they're fresh and they're sweet, I'm addicted to figs. So now I'm eating tons of figs. So I'm shitting my brains out because I'm Googling how good figs are for you. But now you hit the bowl and you're just shitting figs. I'm a fig shitter. That's all I do is shit figs.
That sounds like a bad insult. You're a fucking fig shitter.
Yeah. So.
Well, at least you're preparing for Christmas for the figgy pudding.
My figgy pudding. That's what I'm preparing for.
I brought you figs, but I left them in my parents' house.
Let me tell you about this guy right here.
Tell us about that
this
guy.
When I used to work on Rosie, he was an intern on Rosie.
No kidding.
He excelled in his whole life. He was my backup warm-up guy at Rachel Ray. I'm his backup warm-up guy on shows that he does. He does all the Good Morning America concert videos and all that stuff.
The View, you still do The View?
Oh, no, I haven't really done The View in 5 years. In fact, I'm taking it off my resume when I'm in red states.
But he also does Pyramid.
Pyramid, the $100,000 Pyramid. I did America's Got Talent when Joey finished with that one.
Yeah.
So
very cool.
Been a fun
him
run.
and I work hand in hand, and he saved me on a couple of things. And this guy is the real deal. Right
and I
here.
bring him the figs to poop out.
There you go.
And he's bailed me out of some situations. This guy
Jail?
right here. This guy here. Well, close. So he's a good comic as well as being a good warm-up guy. We were just explaining how warm-up is like the Green Berets of stand-up, how hard it is. I mean, he came to see me at Rachel Ray.
Rachel Ray, well then I also saw you Kevin Can Wait.
Kevin Can Wait.
Now, what was it like watching him at Kevin Can Wait?
Amazing. Well, then I said that a few minutes ago. Both were. I feel it's a very hard job. I would actually love to try it someday, but But then to make it even harder, I felt that they were two completely different ways of approaching it. Those two shows, a talk show and a sitcom.
I wanted to watch him do a sitcom, never got the chance. But growing up in Massapequa, I knew people who were like, "Wow!" Joey was the star. Which, no disrespect to Kevin James, but he has to do scenes and thing and whatnot. Joey got to be Joey, but I know people from Massapequa were trying to get fundraiser tickets to watch Joey and Kevin Can Wait. And I always thought that was
that was definitely a major part of the whole experience of going to see a sitcom taping.
Because it's a show within a show is what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
The only place I couldn't do that was Murphy Brown.
Now, what was that
You
like?
warmed up Murphy Brown?
Yeah,
Wow,
when it
damn.
was in Queens, the second run of it,
Yeah.
And it was in Carpenter Story Studios. It was a little bit more old school, stringent, don't say this, wear that, don't do this, don't, it was more like, whereas Kevin said, just run it like,
Well-
Rosie would say, just run it and get the laughs. But you can't get too big a laughs because you want the sitcom to get the laughs.
Really?
So you don't
have
want
to be
drain
careful.
them.
Is that something you want to be afraid of? You're afraid of overshadowing a sitcom?
Yes, exactly.
See, I
You don't
felt
wanna
it
drain
helped
them.
because you were cracking the place up. I felt it helps the energy and to appreciate the
I wasn't
show.
really in tune with Candice Bergen because she was, she's Murphy, and there was an ensemble there. Whereas Kevin had an ensemble also, but I know him well enough and long enough that where he'd look to me and go, hey Eddie, we'd call each other Eddie, you know?
Yep.
And we'd go, hey Eddie, bring it down, Eddie, all right, Eddie, pop him up, Eddie, like that, and he would just say it, and I'd know where he wanted them. So that's what I did, and I did that with Rosie, or I did that with almost all the shows I've warmed up. You know where you got to bring them. I mean, Jane Pauley, we had this guy on, Aaron Ralston, who got his arm stuck between the rocks in the Grand Canyon.
The guy that cut his arm off?
Yeah. She comes out, and it's Jane Pauley. It's really serious. And she says, we'll be right back with more Aaron Ralston right after this. At that point, Michael, he was from NBC. He was a sports producer. He produced Jane Pauley. He comes out, and he says to me,
Morrison.
what?
Morrison, right?
No, not Michael Morrison. Another guy. I forget his name. He comes out and he says, $100 right here if you tell the audience we'll be right back with Lefty Ralston. And I go, you're a sick fuck. And so I did not say Lefty Ralston.
No.
And then,
was he kidding or serious?
No, he was like, I guess he was serious. He had $100 bill right in his hand. $100 bill. If you say to the audience right now, we'll be right back with Lefty Ralston.
Oh my God!
Yeah. And so I didn't do it obviously because we came back from commercial and the guy has got one arm and he's a mess, But those are shows where you have to know up and down if there's if there's a serious moment. You've had it.
Yeah. Oh, well, with that, you got to learn to just grieve with them and go with it.
Yeah.
But my favorite one where I can throw in a punchline is we know who Stormy Daniels is, right?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
She was on The View, and I thought even at the time, I thought she was kind of I don't want to say scam artist, but I thought she was milking something. I didn't quite agree with her or whatever. But without getting political, it's like this weird thing of it's just dark in the mood. And like if you could find the person who's threatening Stormy Daniels, Michael Avenatti says, our email is catchthethug@gmail.com. Go to commercial and it's just in a serious moment. I go, folks, this is incredibly awkward. My email is catchthethug2@gmail.com. And there's just that moment of, am I going to be here tomorrow? And I got the laugh. That's what that was cool about. That was the one thing cool about you. Behar is a big admirer of yours, and you got along with her.
I know Joy Behar a long time.
And Joy would, if it got the laugh, you never got in trouble. It's when you didn't get the laugh and took a risk.
Well, she's a true comic.
Yeah.
I mean, I worked with her. I met her at Catch Rising Star back in 1980, 81.
What was she like back in the day?
She is exactly who she is now.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Ballbuster?
exactly.
Yeah.
Just that energy, that going at it. Stand toe. She's come to the edge of the stage, stand toe to toe with anybody. I used to see her and Belzer and Ronnie Shakes and all these great comics at the Catch Rising Star back in the 80s. Early 80s, and that's one of the places where I started too. In the city.
Right. Yeah.
So I only do Gotham now in the city. I don't really go in the city too much anymore. But
actually, if I may blow smoke up your ass for a minute here, I watch Joe. I've been watching Joey for 20 years, and what's fun is how you have the old favorites, but then the new stuff comes out. Have you asked him about hearing aid sex and turtle sex yet?
Oh yes.
Okay, has that come up on the podcast?
Well, no, but I've seen it. Of course,
I
I've
just
seen
did
it.
the bit. Yeah, I just did that on the stage. We just did a new bit about my wife baked the chicken cutlet.
Is that real? And now here, okay, tell them the story, and then I have a question for you.
She's trying to make it healthier, so she baked them, and I I like them. I like a chicken cutlet this wide. I like them to beat the shit out of it. Flour, egg, Italian breadcrumbs with the cheese in it. Fry it in olive oil and garlic. Right. Take it out. Goes in a big pan. Tomato sauce, mozzarella. Goes back in the oven. That's melted. That's on the plate. And then you make your spaghetti. It's got to be a thin spaghetti or angel hair, whatever, with a marinara sauce on the side. That's it. No spaghetti squash. It's not fucking spaghetti. Just because it looks like it a little bit, it's not spaghetti. And
stringy squash? Yeah, they make it look like it, yeah.
You can't. It becomes another thing.
Right.
You can't bake a chicken cutlet. It's like people say, oh, when you don't drink coffee black because you add all the cream and sugar, you're making something else. Whatever I make is the one I like to drink.
That's what I want.
So how does she handle it? Like, I have trouble.
I ate it and I kept my mouth shut.
Yeah.
I'm married. I'm with her 43 years, Tom. You met my wife a million times.
With enough sauce on it,
36 years
you
we're
can't tell the
married.
difference.
I learned keep my mouth shut. Just keep your mouth shut.
Okay, but now you talk for a living.
Right.
What does she say when she catches your act?
She's sleeping.
Okay, yeah.
She don't give. You think my wife gives a shit about my act at this point?
Is she numb to it?
No, my daughter. No, my daughter cares about it. My son's actually coming to see me in McGuire's the 28th of October. But my wife really does. She's like, well, she'll help me write some stuff, or I'll run something by her, and she'll go, no, just no. She knows. She so knows now.
Okay. She knows how to write a bit at this point.
She knows
and
how to
she
write
doesn't
a
get
bit.
offended that you're insulting her chicken cutlets.
No, she doesn't know that I'm even talking about him at this point. No, but she because I actually said in the kitchen, my brother was over, and she takes him out of the oven. I go, oh, you baked them. Just like that. And she goes, yeah, a little healthier tonight. I said, okay, thank you for not giving me a third stint. I mean,
that's true.
Yeah, she loves me,
That's
and she's
true.
trying to
Right,
save my life.
Yeah.
Which means the world. It means the world.
Right.
But it's those little moments you just want to have a chicken cutlet, and I don't want to have to do it on my own in the back of a parking lot somewhere. Is anybody looking at me?
Farm hero somewhere.
Like I used to when I used to go hoard the Funny Bones. I used to be in the supermarket parking lot with Funny Bones and a quart of milk. And my neighbors would see me.
They are
Hi,
good with
how
the
you
peanut
doing?
butter.
I'd say my wife's in the supermarket. And she's not even there. I'm in Stop and Shop eating Funny Bones when they had real peanut butter. It's bad. I know it's bad.
No.
I know it's bad, but I don't do that anymore. I don't do that anymore.
No, now you just complain when you get the healthy chicken cutlet.
I don't like the way it tastes. I just don't like the way it tastes.
What's worse, the cutlet or the pasta, the squash?
Well, spaghetti
pasta?
squash.
That's the worst.
It's the worst. It's the worst.
Yeah, the texture's all mushy.
But the thing is, they should stop calling it spaghetti squash and call it stringy squash. Or fun
exactly.
Squash.
Exactly.
Because the problem is you're looking for spaghetti.
Your expectation is spaghetti, and you're
it's
not
not
going to
spaghetti.
get right.
It's stringy.
It's not spaghetti.
It's not spaghetti.
Yeah. So you want I don't like when people try to hide food, or make it something else.
Right.
My daughter's boyfriend, her family owns a Comac. It's called Scott's 5-Star Butcher in Comac.
Oh, Butcher, nice.
And they have, bar none, the best hot dogs I've ever had ever. It's called Rapaki.
Better than
R-A-P. What?
Better than Islip? The truck?
Well, those are Sabrett's. And that's Charlie's Hot Dogs.
Charlie's Hot Dogs.
That's my friend Jeannie. They're phenomenal. And Sallie Dogs over in East Meadow. Sally's one of my best friends. This guy, they're great when you want to buy them from a truck because they got the onions and everything you want on them, right? But when you're going to buy your own, you want a hot dog that's going to snap. A good,
Yes.
it's a Polish hot dog.
Yep.
Garlic is in it, and you buy them with extra garlic. It snaps. It's the best fucking hot dog. And they have a kielbasa also. So, how do we get on hot
No,
dog?
but I'll tell you this.
I don't know. I'm so hungry right now.
I have no idea how I got on hot
But there's
dog.
moments like this where I wonder, how are you alive at all?
I don't know.
But you're an expert. This is the most nuanced conversation on hot dogs I've
I'll
ever
tell you
had.
how I'm alive. I had the 2 stents put in, and I started watching what I'm eating. I go up, I lost 17, I gain 8. I lose another 12, I gain 7. I'm up and down, up and down, up and
me
down.
too.
Now I started doing sit-ups again. I put a pad down in my living room. I'm doing the sit-ups and the push-ups. Now, along with my beta blocker, my Plavix, my blood thinner, and my statin drug, I take a baby aspirin. Those 4 I gotta have every night. But now I enhance it with my multivitamin, my potassium, my zinc with a little bit of copper in it, and then I have my lion's mane for my brain. Then I have this K2 MK7, which unclogs your arteries. I'll take that with every once in a while. I'll drink pomegranate juice. I'll have cinnamon. I'll have turmeric and curcumin every night. B complex you gotta have, and then you gotta have the D3. You gotta have all the stuff you gotta have. I have like a bunch of stuff, and the only way I can actually take it and swallow it, big glass of chocolate milk. Foxes, you bet. And it's got to be real whole milk. It can't be that 2%.
Yeah, and what Hershey's syrup? None of that Nestle.
No, not Hershey's. Foxes, you bet.
Is that a syrup? That's a syrup, right?
It's a syrup. It's called Foxes, a big U-BET.
Oh,
It's what a real chocolate A cream is made out of.
Yeah.
And it comes in strawberry, vanilla.
No, thank God for the cholesterol pills.
Yeah. So, I mean, I just did my test. I did my nuclear stress test.
How did you do?
Everything was fine. Flying colors. I passed.
Listen, and giving you some credit when you were getting a little sick a couple of years ago or so.
Yeah, he filled in for me at Rachel Ray.
There were a couple of days I didn't think you were going to be there the next day.
That's right.
And I wasn't looking for work at that point, so I wanted you to live.
Yeah.
So, and even now, I'm like, I don't. I'm actually happier with you living.
Let me tell you something this guy did. Can I embarrass you for a second? Can I tell him?
You could.
You did something.
But we'll do it just on this moment because we know there's only 5 listeners. Yeah.
Okay. But you did something that no other human being has ever done for me, and I've never heard of anybody really doing it for anybody else. This guy, I had to call in sick to a Rachel Ray, and I think it was a 3-show day. Or was it 2 3 show days?
It was 3 shows, but I did. It was a good check. It was a good check.
It was 2 days. Was it 2 days?
2 days.
It was 2 days, and Rachel's the only one who did 3 shows. No one's ever done it. No one's doing it after us.
Wow.
Rachel Ray was a workaholic. Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
She did 3 shows a day, and it was no music being played like I do at True and other shows. This was 3 shows, and it was stand-up hard. Straight MC work, because she did, unless we were cooking on air, as soon as we went to commercial, it's straight stand up to an audience in a silent room.
Wow.
That's what he had to do.
Yeah, and
he did it. He did
so
it.
every
flying.
commercial break you guys are on?
Yes.
Yeah. It was hard. It was hard there. It was a challenging job, and there's no bigger shoes to walk into than Joey's. And I'm not even blowing smoke up his ass.
Yeah.
I kind of am like, there was a
you.
moment where I looked at Rachel and I said, he's not that good. But all joking aside, there's no bigger shoes than Joey's, especially there, where Joey did 3/4 of the run, and Joey's a legend.
I did 12 years out of 17.
12 out of 17, and the thing is, nobody could imagine a time before Joey there. That's how loved
So
Joey was.
I had a little bit of a heart problem. The second stent had to go in, and my doctor actually told me. In front of my wife, he said, "You want to drop on stage, or you want to drop in Penn Station?" He goes, "Because with these 3 shows you're working for her, you're gonna drop. I'm telling you, you're gonna drop.
Shit.
So where do you want to drop? And I want you to sell your snowblower." And he started to get on me, so I was like, "Oh shit!" So anyway, when it was the second stent was happening, I had to miss a few days. I missed 2 3-show days, right? And I gotta work. I'm not a millionaire. I gotta work. I work to make money. We gotta work. So this guy went in, did the back-to-back 3-show days. And when I'm telling you a lot of work, you're up at 5:30, you're at all the meetings, and you're doing 7 segments each show, 21 segments a day.
Wow.
Which is more, some shows don't do that in a week. 21 segments a day. Oof. He did 42 segments for me in 2 days. Did the work. Handed me the check for those 6 shows.
Wow.
He says, he goes, thanks for the opportunity. This is for you. Take it.
Yeah.
And it was he actually had me crying because it was at a point in my life where I could have used it, and I was going through some shit, and my daughter was going through some shit, and I needed it. You know what I mean? So this guy handed me the check for those 2 days, which was a lot of money. It was a lot of money. Yeah. Then whatever favor I ever did for him, he always monetarily, like a lot of people say thanks or they write your card or whatever. This guy hands you a check. Nobody has ever done that for me and like helped and done that where I didn't have to pay it back in triplicate.
Right.
Well, if I could interrupt you, I'll say this: if you do warm up in New York, especially, and if you have done it since 1995. Joey is the gold standard off that, and to be very clear.
Yep.
This is the more profound thing that I said to Joey's boss at Rachel Ray. There's a moment where they come to me with the paperwork, and I said, you know what? If you keep this between me and you, just quietly slip the check to Joey, and then maybe one day we'll talk about this on a podcast.
We're getting the exclusive.
No, but the real deep thing I said was, the guy looks at me, and I just go, we'll keep this between us, but you know what? I've made enough money off him. I'm not going to make money off him being sick. And then there's a pause, and I go, but if he's still sick next week, I want the money. Yeah. And that was the truth. I mean, it was if it had gone on longer, I was not doing anything silly. But the truth is, man, I have a nice life, and there's a lot of dominoes to my success. I don't owe it all to him, but there are bigger dominoes than other dominoes, and it's a big domino, and he is not just this kind to me. I mean, how much time has he given you guys here?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm not saying that in a douchey way. It's just what a generous heart. How many times do you do a show back here and the headliner doesn't necessarily come out?
Yep.
And
absolutely right.
And I've always admired him as a comic, blah, blah, blah. You've heard that a long time. But what you don't get about Joey that other comics could learn from is, he's the real deal. He's spiritual. He is kind. He takes calls not just from nice guys like you three and me, but he takes calls from complete idiots too. People who are time sucks. People who are like, Joey, that guy is never going to do nothing nice for you except to make you mad. And Joey be like, no, he's a good guy.
And we talk about spiritual stuff too, and we talk about everything.
Yeah.
We're humans first.
No, well, a lot of people in showbiz aren't, and that's my point. Is a lot of other people are like, what can he do for me? How can I climb up? I mean, don't get I'm fond of Tony because Tony and many of the women whose hearts he's broken are friends with my father. Can I tell the story now? This is good news with Joey.
Sure.
So Tony, at one point was living with a woman named Sallie who is so kind and fun and loves animals.
Sally's great.
Sally's a great human being, and my father goes for these little runs around the neighborhood, and he's sort of the de facto mayor of South Massapequa.
Absolutely.
Now,
you know his dad?
I do.
Well, and this is what happens.
I know his dad. His dad doesn't know me.
And so what happened was Sallie was dating a man with one leg.
That's her husband, her ex-husband, the father of her children.
They get divorced, and then one day, Tony comes back, and my dad's waving, and Tony's not waving back because apparently Sallie has a fetish for men with one leg, and because she dated two men with one leg. But this is so my father, and I have this problem too. My father will remember one detail about somebody, and then just know your name, except for what are the odds she would date two one-legged guys.
It was at the point where he would pull up in front of the house and have conversations with her from his car, and I would stand there, and I would try to join in, and it was like really like I wasn't even there. He would just look at her
Because he
and
was
talk to
mad
her.
because he thought he was the first husband who broke her heart.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Did you explain?
I did at some point, and then,
but it was
Oh, my
years.
God.
This went on for years until
Really?
we finally
it was
realized.
just easier for Tony to break up with Sallie
Right.
than have my father. It was just easier for. And then the other one. Do you know the Bernie Parmalee story? Do you know who Bernie Parmalee is? He was a coach for the Jets. Black guy who
Okay.
moved into an all-white neighborhood that was not ready for diversity yet. Now, to the point where it was a little weird, where some people were like, wow, there's a black guy in our neighborhood. I'm like, that black guy's a multi-friggin' millionaire, and your kid just got arrested for cocaine. What the hell?
Yeah, it doesn't-
that's
yeah.
not the one bringing down the property
Right,
value.
right.
So my father, who loves football and loves people who don't fit in, decides he is going to be the nicest person in the neighborhood to to Bernie Parmalee.
Right.
My dad keeps jogging past his house. He doesn't come out. He's my dad, whatever. And then one day, there's just an older black guy walking down the street. My dad goes, "You must know Mr. Parmalee." And I'm sitting there like, "You do not do this, Dad. Dad, this no." And then the worst part is the guy did know Mr. Parmalee and then reinforced whatever stereotypes my father had. And then the funny part is the old guy says, "And I think I saw your son at McDonald's," which then I'm like, wow, all white guys are at McDonald's, but it turns out I was at McDonald's. Anyway, it was a nice moment in the end, but that's my dad. My dad will...
Dad's embarrassed. My kid's
Yeah.
embarrassed by me. My father used to, my father was like an Archie Bunker type. How you doing over there? I've got a cup of coffee. Want to get a cup of coffee? And he used to just tell these stories at Thanksgiving. He'd get drunk, drink a little bit of beer, and just out of nowhere, when I was born, I was only 3 inches long. He'd be like, what? They used to carry me around on a pillow. No shit. I'm telling Dad, what do you pass me the potatoes? I'm telling you, my mother would carry me around on a pillow for a good 6 years. So you were 6 before you got off the pillow? I'm telling you. By the way, the human heart don't burn. I go, what? When you get incinerated, when you get killed, right? You're dead and they want to burn you up. They throw the body in the thing, you burn the body, and the heart don't burn. So they pull the hearts out, and then they make dog food with them. I go, are you out of your mind? I'm telling you, look it up. The human heart don't burn. And we'd be like, and he tells my stepmom one day, he's feeding the berries. He's feeding the raspberries. So we had him growing in his backyard in Bayshore. So my stepmom Carol said, "What are you giving me all these berries for?" He goes, "They're good for your clitoris." So she says, "What?" "I'm telling you, my friend Jimmy at work told me they're good for your clitoris." So goes to work, comes back, and he goes, "Sorry, uterus." Sorry, meant to say uterus.
That's pretty good.
He's feeding her raspberries. He goes, "They're good for your clitoris." And you know what he said? He goes, "All part of the same unit." That's what he said.
That's freaking great.
Fantastic.
My father taught us how to ride a bike one time. Speaking of fathers, when we were kids in the 70s, we had the handlebars with the banana seat.
Sure.
What'd you call it? Like an apple crate?
The front basket.
Yeah. What's the name?
Yeah,
of
the best.
This is the name of the bike company.
Schwinn.
That was it.
Okay.
So banana seat, the handle that comes down, and you had front brakes and back brakes. And at that point, I don't know if you guys remember, all of Long Island was paved over with blacktop, and then they would put bluestone, the color of your jacket.
Okay.
It was sharp
Yes.
little bluestones.
Yes.
And it was
Like the Robert Moses
it was
stuff?
No, it was the worst. It was like a thick sandpaper grate, but there were bluestones about this big. So if you fell in the street, you were ripped up. It made tires grip better, and it got rid of the rain, but it was bluestone.
Yeah.
So they made my block bluestone, and my father it was like a Saturday afternoon, and it's me, my brother, all our friends, and all the mothers of the neighborhood we're there watching him teach us how to ride this bike, 3-speed on the thing.
Yep.
So he goes, all right, coming around. He goes, all right, see the brakes? This is the back brake. You hit this nice and slow. Boom. Now I'm going to teach you the front brake. Goes around, comes around. He's got it going 100 miles an hour. He hits the front brake. The bike stops.
Right?
He goes flying over the top of the bike. Hits the bluestone, tears up his head, the back of his head, his whole back, his arms, and throws his knee out, rips his cartilage.
Oh my God.
His knee blows up this black, like 15 pounds. So now all the women of the neighborhood are carrying him. They each grab an arm, grab a leg. His pants are falling off. And he doesn't want, he's not crying. He tells my wife, get me a shot. I need a shot of Jack Daniels right away. Or Fleischmann's Rye. So they put him on the front lawn, and my mother's crying, hey, should I get an ambulance? I don't just get me in the house. So he missed work, but father's trying to teach you how to ride a bike. That's why then he went around. He's goddamn. He took all the front brakes off. Every kid in the neighborhood didn't have front
He would
brakes.
take off their front
They had
brakes.
back brakes or foot or
Yeah. My
foot
father
brakes.
was obsessed with foot brakes.
Foot brakes.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
pedal brake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Yeah. Have you thought about doing a show about your pop? Because these stories are great. Is
no,
any of this old bit? None of this. Those three aren't old bits, are they?
Nope, you just heard it first time here.
Nice.
Well, I'm writing
Exclusives.
down. That's something, man.
All right, maybe we will, or maybe I'll do something. We'll see.
My family is.
Everybody's leaving.
Everybody's
Are they
leaving.
closing?
I think the show's been over for a while. I mean, it's 10:30.
Oh, all right, we gotta go. I'm way past.
Yes.
I gotta go home and eat some baked.
Some
chicken
baked cutlets?
Yeah.
Baked cutlets.
And now Laura Pattinson.
Laura Patton.
I'm still talking?
Laura Patton.
We're wrapping it up now.
All right, I'm gonna run out to the bar then and go.
All right, see you later, guys.
Joey Cola.
Thank you.
Joey Cola. Laura
I think we're wrapping up. Or
Are we done?
Yes, we're done.
thank God.
We've been
I
on
just
for
sold fucking 38
almost
baskets.
3 hours.
Oh, it's off?
No, not yet. No.
I'll talk to you. Bye, guys.
Do you want to
Bye,
talk? You want to
everybody.
talk?
No, I got nothing to say. 38 baskets. That's a lot of fucking baskets.
There's 38 baskets.
Yes.
Are they still selling? Is they still giving them out?
Oh, thank you, Joe.
So are they still doing it?
No, I did it. I was the pole.
Oh, you did it.
That was too much for Peter Bell.
38 baskets.
38 baskets.
You hear her
That's a
bit
lot of
about
money.
The kid embarrassing her. She goes, "You embarrassed me. You went 0 for 3."
1 for 11.
1 for 11.
She's great. She's great.
Laura Patton.
Oh, you're
She's great.
Dude, awesome.
if
See you, buddy.
Thank you so much,
really
man, for
hated
helping me
them.
out today, too.
I gotta dial it back.
That green screen up.
Joey,
Okay.
thank you for
All right.
listening and watching my stuff.
All right, so we're gonna go. All right, thanks for watching. It's been 3 hours.
Great. This is a great episode.
This
You gotta
really
chop
was
it up.
great,
There's
man.
a lot of good stuff in
Yes,
there.
absolutely.
Good times, everybody.
All right, we'll see what they have. We're just gonna eavesdrop on them, and then we'll say goodnight. Look at this shot.
516 521
Let's see. There we go.
2232.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to do a
Put
show
me in there. If I
There
can
they are.
ever get you on the show,
Yeah,
I'll
no,
do
I
it.
appreciate it. I'm going to do a show in Saratoga, and I'm taking Marla Schultz with me. I'm going to do it.
Oh, I
Ashley
love
Morris.
Marla.
Oh, Marla, you and Marla are great together.
Marla's great.
I took acting classes with Marla
Marla's
years and
good.
years ago. All right, boys, I'll see you later. I'll
Take
talk
care.
to you.
Joey,
Yes,
thank you for
I'll
the
be in touch
offer.
First on that project.
Yeah, for sure. We're looking
All
at
right,
March.
good.
Joey,
I'll
I'm
talk
gonna
to you.
talk
Did that go out live? You
That was live. We're still on. But I'm gonna chop it up too. But repost it. But yeah, we were live.
Joey, listen, my mother don't fry in olive oil. It's too heavy. She fries in corn
All
oil.
right. We're gonna.
Bacon, that's like kissing your sister.
All right, we're out of here. Thanks, Lord. Did you want to do
No, I
any?
got nothing to plug. I'm nothing. All good.
Yeah, you good?
I'll come in
All
and
right.
visit you guys.
All right.
Going on Conversations.
Yes, I'm definitely going
Oh, you're doing conversations? Very nice.